you have a lot of close calls in the bus, so like it makes it feel more harrowing. Apparently,
I feel
so,
like when it grows back, it'd like really itch.
That's why I won't. I shaved like most of my body one time, and every last hair was ingrown that came in. Like,
So we just went live.
Really?
What's that? We just went live.
Yep.
Oh, we missed all that.
We missed all that.
That was some gold.
You did that. You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I started the thing and it didn't fucking start over there. But that's all right.
Poop talk.
We got from meeting God on mushrooms to eating ass
In 12 and a half minutes.
and naturally as fuck. It was an organic.
If God didn't want us to eat ass, He wouldn't have made it feel so good.
Yeah. It's my firm belief that God wants us to do everything that feels like a good idea, and then He's probably just down with that.
Why not?
Oh, fuck,
Like He
dude.
made it feel good. Fuck
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, he put a lot of nerve endings in there if you're not supposed to play around.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
what
why are the nerve endings pleasureful if you're not supposed to do it?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's sexual evolution.
It's old school
for
birth
example,
control.
For example, you know what's not a sexual?
Don't have a condom, do anal.
Here's what isn't like sexually
Sounds like church.
enticing is like the shaft of your cock, right? There's nothing there. That doesn't feel good. There's nothing on the shaft.
I like.
I think you should check with your physician. You're having numbness in your shaftal region.
I mean, it's not really that arousal. It's the head. It's that little knot underneath, the balls, the taint, the butthole. All of those.
I would
things.
argue that the shaft and balls are equal nerve endings.
Man, I think you
No,
guys
my
got
balls are
some-
too sensitive.
Really, mine
Like
aren't.
every time someone goes to do, they're like, fuck, don't do that. This isn't a porno.
Huh.
Unless it is. But yeah, like, no. It's like ticklish almost.
Now when you get down taint, that's where I start giggling.
I had a girl try to eat my ass with a tongue ring that was a vibrator once, and that was fucking too much for me.
Yeah, that's a
I was
different.
like,
I don't even like aggressive ass eating either. It's just like it'd be nice, you're like licking a sundae from the Grand Old Creamery. You're not
that shit's uncomfortable. I know what
Take your
my
time.
ass is capable of and what does on a daily basis, and I see a woman go down there, I just feel bad. It's like, no.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just-
she knows what
please
she
don't,
signed
no.
up for, though.
No,
Really?
she does not.
She thinks she has to.
Oh,
Well, better eat this guy's ass, or he's gonna hit me.
Wait, do you have a vigorous cleaning regimen where you'd feel more comfortable?
no.
No? Okay. So I just like I'm like scaling skin cells off. I'm just getting up in there.
Christ almighty.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of grooming, I gotta admit. I'm just full
Yeah,
fucking.
there's no
I don't
point.
do it.
I look like when the Lobo comics when he'd be naked in it, just the full werewolf bush.
I gotta
Except I'm
admit,
not blue.
during the pandemic, I kind of let everything go. Besides gaining a shitload of weight.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Dude, I got so fat. It's been a fat, depressed. Well, not necessarily even depressing, just boring. And besides, like getting fucked up's fun.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't do sober October?
Why? Why?
It's still October right now.
No shit.
I showed
you
up
didn't
drunk.
make it. You failed.
I did do sober October, but
Why?
I cut like 4 days off of it. I cut like
Oh.
a day or two off at the beginning and a day or two off at the end. So I did like
a couple days in the middle.
I did like
And
28
weekends.
I did like
every weekend.
I did like 28 days of sobriety. Like
Took
rehab.
4 days off at what the
Well, I
it made me
started
think
a
of-
day or two late. I decided to do it on like the second, and then I broke it last night with the mushrooms, and then tonight with
Well,
the
that
booze.
doesn't count. Those are
Yeah,
good
it's
for
like
you.
a
Yeah, it's natural.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It
It's
reminded me of
natural.
Raiders of the Lost
Natural.
Ark on the medallion thing, where it's like, and take 4 days back for the podcast host whose month this is. What, Ari, Bert, Joe, and Tom. You give them each a day, so you can get fucked up on those days.
So what made you do it? What? Why? I
Rhymes.
couldn't imagine trying to do it. No weed
7
for
dry-
30 days.
no, I smoked
I couldn't do weed.
I just
Oh.
didn't drink.
Oh, you,
Listen, I
So
only
you really-
drank light beer and whiskey on Sundays,
I just
but I
didn't
was
drink.
sober.
I gave up booze for a month or 28 days, whatever. Just for control, just
Good
wanted
for
to
you.
clean out the system and fucking.
I
I'll tell you what,
tried.
it definitely reset my palate. 'cause
Yeah, hits you
holy
harder when
fuck,
you go
man.
back.
Well, and beer is just like insanely strong now. I used to slam heavy IPAs like
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
Now, fuck, man. I had a beer earlier before you guys got here, and fuck, dude, it was like burning the back of my throat. I thought there was like peppers in it, and there's nothing in it. It's just an IPA. Fucked me up, dude.
They taste as bad to you as they always have for me.
Right? Yeah, dude. It's
a
like
stomach
fuck,
ache
man.
in a can. Sign me up.
Angel's Envy. What is that?
Take some.
Woo.
It's tasty.
Smells
Kentucky straight
You ever
bourbon
tried-
whiskey
you ever tried-
finished in
Oh.
port wine
great.
barrels.
Oh, I've had a
39
wine barrel
9%.
bourbon before. Actually, yeah, it adds a little something to it.
All right,
It's
you
good.
got election predictions. Discuss.
Oh
Oh
Christ!
Jesus!
Are you going potty?
No, I'm going to grab a cup.
Oh,
Just take a pull out of there, Dime. Come on, get your pull. Son.
election predictions.
Yeah.
Good.
So how
Lord.
much you pay you guys to do this?
You getting
like-
paid?
Yeah.
Oh, what
I
the
mean-
fuck?
I mean, there's the down payment. There was scale on the back end. I mean, I don't know exactly. I mean, it depends on the numbers. And
He kind of cranked one under the table for me too.
I paid him.
oh, well, that's probably how he paid us. Actually, He just took it's just
Shit.
a Ponzi cast scheme. Ooh, that's a good name for a podcast.
Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi
Ponzi
cast
cast.
scheme.
I did a. This is
Mouthful.
so stupid. I
A
did.
fraudcast.
I did a podcast with a friend.
Podcast, dude, there it is.
Oh, that's
is.
great.
Yeah.
broadcast.
Too bad. Probably like 100,000 podcasts have already taken that. But I'll
You'd be
Google it later.
surprised, man. Like you'd be surprised how many people like.
Don't have ideas.
Well, they don't pick names that seem genius.
Yeah.
They pick like something way more descriptive. If that makes any fucking sense, because people are obsessed with naming podcasts. That's why
Yeah.
I just named it
The
Jared
true
Singer
crime from the
Extravaganza.
mid '90s in the Chicago rural area.
Shit
I
like that.
fucking
yeah.
hate SEO because it destroys frivolous creativity. Like me calling my
SAO. What's
search engine optimization.
okay?
So it's like giving like insane like Marilyn Manson song titles to your like podcast or whatever. It's a bad idea. You want it to just be this dry
Agreed.
explanation of what people are looking for so they can
Simple,
find it.
Memorable.
It's like this one is about true crime, not like the John Wheeler crime cast. It's like, well, what's a crime cast? It's like, it's a funny way to call my thing a pod. Shut up. Like, well, no one's gonna be able to find that. I'm like, I hate this.
We did. I had a podcast about 5 years ago with a good friend of mine that we just did a few episodes and didn't really launch, but we're calling it the humorous bonecast.
See, I love that. And someone
So
would probably
stupid.
be like, oh, come on now. It's gonna be
there's
hard to
so
figure
many
out.
layers. It's so deep.
Humorous bonecast.
Well, thing is with everybody trying to start a podcast, everybody has this like misnomer that like there's too many of them and like, oh, you should have got in 5 years ago.
Oh,
No.
And it's like, no. There's 8 billion people on the planet. There's so much on the internet, nobody will ever get through it all.
And they're
You're-
bored right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your job
Oh,
is just to
shit.
create content that you think is good at the highest level you're capable of doing, and then just literally trying to get it out there to where somebody will find it. Like it's like being in a band, right? You may not
Yeah.
be shit here, but you're big in Japan or fucking Korea or Germany or what the fuck ever.
Hijacked my drink.
That is some good fucking bourbon, dude.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Do you care if I take a nip out of the bottle? Or...
Knock
All right.
yourself out.
Oh, it's finished in port wine barrels. That's the taste I'm getting. The smell.
Yeah, it adds a little extra.
Little yeah.
The
I
old
can't do
daddy-
that right. A little something extra for daddy in there.
Little,
Yeah.
I can't do those noises. I can't
Grandpa's
whistle
cough
either.
syrup.
Mm.
Show off.
Oh, that's a smooth bourbon, my friend. Good choice.
That is it's dangerous.
It is
And that- look, the back is designed after half of the girls I've ever fucked on tour. I just got these angel
That was like the
wings.
trashiest thing in like the early 2000s. Every chick had that. It's like
You ever
the
see-
barbed
Yeah, I've seen
wire.
'em.
You ever see a guy with angel wings?
No.
Trexler, one of my favorite old school drug friends and roadie for Blue Felix, which is pretty like, connected. He had like angel wings on his back, but he wouldn't let me fuck him.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I was like, come here, pool boy.
False advertising.
Uncle Bad Touch needs a word with you.
Uncle Bad Touch. We've all had that uncle.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
That's why we named the Tyrant song "Good Touch, Bad Touch."
Yeah.
So is this thing working?
Yeah,
Is this thing on?
yeah, we're rocking.
Nice.
Man, we had like 15 minutes to get material that got lost. I mean,
Oh,
that
that
was some
was
solid
terrible.
stuff.
Well,
I mean, here's the thing: is
we're only going to
technically,
do better.
technically, it's there because I'm recording a hard copy of it.
Okay, so you'll release that version probably.
I can just upload
Bonus
that.
footage.
I can just upload the
Ooh.
actual hard copy.
B-roll.
Make people pay for it.
No one gives a fuck because no one tunes in when it starts. You
They
know
just
what I mean?
find it.
Well, when we're live like that, yeah, they tune in when they tune in, and so I'll just upload the hard copy of it, and it'll have that first 12 and a half minutes in there.
Yeah.
Good.
It'll be fine. It'll be no
So it'd be
big deal.
really dumb for us to try to go back over it because people watching it later will be like, "Why are they talking about this again?"
pretty much.
It all made sense. It did.
Yeah.
Sort of.
There we go.
How about
Put a
eating
little
that ass,
music on.
guys?
Little
Wait,
Outcast.
When we'll get taken off.
They can't hear it.
Oh, it's just for us.
Yep.
When we get really drunk and all start singing along with something that everybody's just gonna be like, "Wow, they're really in sync with each other," and it will be in sync that we're listening to.
Nice.
I hope.
I'm more of a 98 degrees guy.
Oh, Backstreet Boys all the way.
Fuck all y'all.
What?
Boys to men over here.
New Kids on the Block for
I
life.
feel bad calling Boys to Men like a boy band. I know they technically are.
Yeah.
They're more like a
They were
modern
a
old school singing group.
They're a straight
They're
up
a black
R&B
boys
group.
band.
Yeah, that's a
They're a black boys band. They're like, it's fucking R&B.
They're carrying out a proud tradition of like the Commodores, and they're not.
Could you imagine a bunch of masculine black guys being bye bye bye?
I could.
You know what I mean?
I would watch that.
Bunch
Yeah,
of dudes that look like James Hetfield.
You're right.
Oh, that would.
No, they're as good as you can get for a black boy band.
I think that the tradition they carry on
That
is like.
sounds so bad.
I know.
Like they are a black boy band. But if you say it fast enough, they're a black boy band.
What about all
It's so bad.
They're a black Boys to Men
band.
Yeah, it's right in their name that they're explain. Whoa, I just got that. Are they called Boys to Men because you're like, oh, a boy band? Like, yeah, they wear ties and
we're a
shit.
man
Like they were, yeah,
band.
they're a man
Music.
band.
It's
Boys to Men is my favorite man band.
It's a coming to age band.
Yeah.
You're growing from a boy to a man. That's what their music represents.
Well, yeah, because all the
I
other
thought
ones
it was like there's boys and then there's two men in the group.
or
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that just got
Just like
weird.
a couple of men like to hang out.
So they're like-
make music with little boys.
like Menudo
Like,
during
yeah,
a
like-
transitional
like-
year. Like, oh, Ricky's getting a little old, but then they got a new 11-year-old in there, and it's like, oh.
They seem to have a lot of
Oh.
chemistry.
Did they get rid of Menudo all at once every time they replaced everyone, or was it like trickle down economics? Where,
I think it was you just aged out.
yeah,
like,
I
once
just
you turned
wanted it. All of a
15
sudden,
or
there's some
something, you
new
were
kid in
done.
a different baseball hat, and like, you're like, there he
I think
went.
it's still a thing,
Same
isn't
name.
it?
They took him to that room in the back of the fucking pound and never saw him again.
I think it's still a thing.
What?
Menudo. Oh yeah, Menudo
Menudo.
still lives on.
Yeah, I don't think it went anywhere.
Why would they
What the
stop?
hell is Menudo?
They were like the first boy band, and they still exist because they would just fire everyone that got too old. But they didn't get
Yeah.
like In Sync. As soon as Justin Timberlake went on the Lonely Island, they got rid of them. But then the Menudo, they would just keep kicking people out. One of them ended up being Ricky Martin.
Yeah,
but they
Ricky
were like
Martin was in Menudo.
all-
No shit.
even New Kids on the Block were based on Menudo. They did it first.
Huh.
And they're like, what if we get
Yeah,
some
they're from
handsome
Latin
boys
America.
to sing about the first time they
So
fingered
they're-
somebody? And
So they're
everyone will
our
love-
iced earth.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I don't get it, actually. What?
Oh, Iced Earth is just like a one-man band, and he just
Oh.
hires a bunch of younger guys. He's like this old guy
Oh!
that plays everything. Yeah,
Oh,
and then
like-
he has like a
like
bunch of
Megadeth
beautiful
now.
like young men. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like Megadeth now. Yeah, yeah. But
That's
actually,
such a
they
good
kick ass.
idea. I mean, I definitely made much more money producing other people's records than I ever did making one myself. So I got to say, that's the way to go.
Man,
Fuck that wig.
Yeah.
it is fuck. I had to take my fucking ghillie hat off. It was fucking too much.
See, I didn't want to do a onesie. That thing is fucking.
Yeah, what happened to that
warm.
whole idea?
Well, I dug it out, and I'm like, for one, I put it on, and I was like too fucking hot within like 3 minutes.
I feel like we all kind of shit the bed on the dressing up thing.
I did a
Except
good
for-
job.
except for
Fuck you
Jared.
guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
did
think
what you
we're
said
pretty
you
good
did.
lesbians.
I think
Lesbian
yeah,
couple.
middle-aged lesbians.
I'm doing the same thing I've done for 5 or 10 years, which is lazy Joker. Like, well, I have this shit laying around already. Not painting my face. I have a beard and glasses. You can't be anything for Halloween. Makes me mad.
I have a couple other costumes from old Halloween, and I just didn't want to wear them. Like one is like a Caesar thing. Like I got the whole
You just-
deal. Like I could look like
Caesar?
a Roman emperor. And then
I thought you said seizure.
Caesar.
Like you just
And then
shaking it up.
like Caesar having a seizure.
Dude.
Caesar.
And then I have a
it.
spacesuit when I went to space camp.
Ooh.
I legit went to space camp. And
Space camp was a real thing, huh?
Like in Florida?
Yeah. And
No
then,
way.
And then I actually went to
Shut
Space
the
Academy
fuck
in
up.
Alabama.
Dude,
What,
that was always
what year?
Oh, a long time
Oh,
ago. I
space
was
camp
young.
in Alabama sounds like
10
a soft
years old or so?
ass.
We're the same
in a
age. aren't we?
cardboard box with like a moon
36,
painted out. Like,
37,
woo,
yeah, pretty much.
going to space, kids.
Florida seems halfway legit.
It's like
Alabama,
yeah.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Like,
Yes.
it's literally...
I would love to do that.
They...
I would love to do
So
that.
it's
we went
now.
to space.
I know.
goddammit.
I'm like, should we all go to space camp?
They should
it's
make an
fucking
adult
dope.
space camps
No,
where,
they
you do
have one.
where you do drugs.
No, it's the same space camp.
I think we should start that.
You go to the same space camp. They just they have like they do a whole month where it's just adults. So you can't be there at the same time as kids because they have like bunks. You like stay there for
They're
like
questionable
a week.
adults then. So it's
Yeah.
Here's
So the whole
thing-
thing is like
here's the
10,
thing, I got
10 p.m.
molested
at
at
Dave and
space
Buster's when they
camp.
kick all the
You did?
kids out.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I
Really?
swear to God,
Fuck.
dude. I got molested at space camp.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
Not
the
like,
one in Alabama, right?
Oh God!
No, it was the one in Florida.
Shut up.
It was the one in Florida.
By the real Buzz Aldrin.
No, man, by the guy who
That would have been kind of
By
good.
I said he was Buzz
by the
Aldrin.
guy by the
He's
guy
Buzz
who
Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
I'll tell you two hilarious, funny, true things. The guy who
About
diddled
you
me,
getting molested?
the guy who diddled me
we can't let this
was
this
the
bit die.
counselor who
Diddle's a
like
great word. By
came
the way.
in and checked in on us while we were sleeping to make sure we were like sleeping. And
Sleeping.
yeah, and he like laid on top of me and like humped me and shit. And
Shut the fuck
dude,
up.
I'm not
Shut
making
the
this up.
fuck
I'm not
up.
joking.
Dry.
You didn't get that
Yeah.
good kind of molested where they want to just suck your dick or
And
whatever.
then,
oh, all right, that's
And then
I had that.
you got
and
good
then
molested.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
one
I
of
got
my
It was
one of
good
my
touch.
actual counselors was George Lucas's niece.
Probably shouldn't mention it. but-
Shut up.
Did she
Swear to
molest you?
God, yep.
Did
She
she
worked
molest
at
you?
space camp. No,
No.
she had a great ass though.
Did you molest her?
Lucy Lucas.
Did you try?
Or reach
I molested her
Okay,
like
good.
with my
Oh,
eyes.
E-Y-I-E.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell I.
E-Y-I-E.
E-Y-E-I-O.
I-O.
Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, space camp was always the prize if you won super sloppy double dare. Remember that? Like, they'd be like you get to go to space camp.
Oh, you got slimed.
It's
Yeah.
dope, dude. You do like simulated missions. Like you strap
Oh,
up.
cool.
You go in like the EV.
You gotta see the equipment too.
Yeah, everything, dude.
Ooh.
It's awesome, and you can do an adult version. And then they do one where you can go with your son. Like if you want to take your son, you two can go together.
He wouldn't do that.
But the coolest part of it is,
No,
is
we
like
need to go as
you have to
adults.
like stay in bunks and shit, you know. And they have like, it's fucking cool, man. It's really cool.
Except for the diddling part.
Worth it. That's how cool it was. I wouldn't change a thing.
Best diddling ever.
I knew what I was signing up for.
It was worth it.
Diddling is such a great
Got a
term.
thing in the mail for like a class action lawsuit for every kid that got diddled, and you're like, nope, worth it. Just threw it away. You can keep the $50.
Dude, they offered my mom so much money, and my mom turned all that shit down. She's like, "No, we're not trying to sue. We're not trying to get anything out
He's
of
so
this."
happy.
Dude, he already got what he wanted.
Who really molested who here anyway?
Oh man. Well, that went well.
See, we topped the beginning now with
Yeah.
the I got molested at space
Yeah, why didn't
camp
you start
journey.
with that?
Yeah.
Just
I
rip
forgot.
on Jared for getting molested.
I forgot. I forgot I got diddled.
It just
Space
came
camp.
up. It just came up. It's
Yeah,
like a natural thing.
Well, your penis came up. What?
Oh, yeah.
Hey-o.
All right.
We were almost talking about music for a second, but
Why?
I don't know.
What's the point?
Well, we were talking about how much we hate it, which is fun.
Oh yeah. I'm the worst at that. You guys actually kind of know this about me. So I'm what I call a musical hypocrite. Meaning, like I like Metallica and I like Megadeth, so I should like Slayer and Pantera and all the other metal bands, and I don't. You know, I like Coheed, but I don't like any other bands like Coheed.
No, I can't stand these guys.
That's
guys?
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, they drive me nuts.
Coheed?
They
I
just
cannot-
drive
I
me
cannot-
Yeah, I was
nuts.
actually just
I
going to
cannot-
ask you to
either.
turn it down a little bit.
Really?
Well,
Like,
just
you guys don't
next,
like
next song.
mostly because it's almost too much for me to hear everybody right, but
It is
also I
so
hate it,
long,
you know? Actually, Coheed's okay. There.
It's
Oh,
Coheed.
just- no.
I think it shows high caliber, though, to only like one band per genre, because I think liking every band like that just means that you heard it when you were a kid and you're pretending it's good, but it's like you just kind of got indoctrinated. You're just kind of like, no, emo's really good. I'm like, you're 27. Just admit that you just have to listen to it now so you don't feel like an idiot when you were a kid. Like,
Right.
I do have an emo band I like.
Dude, I have one of every band. There is there was an emo band that I kind of like. Well, also that's a broad term. Too.
Okay, so how about this? Pop country. Do you have a band you like? Pop country.
No.
Okay.
I don't
Garth
like.
Brooks.
Do you?
Any country?
Garth Brooks.
Except for like Johnny
Where are the
Cash.
bodies, Garth? Where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies, Garth?
Where are the bodies?
Garth, some of those girls
He's
are
a
still
fucking
alive and their
psycho.
families miss them. You need to let them go.
He's a fucking psycho.
Yeah,
He
but
is-
I
he-
know,
he
I
makes
know what you
great
guys are
songs.
talking
Yeah.
about. Do you know what they're
No,
talking
not-
about?
Yeah,
No.
Garth Brooks has been kidnapping and murdering women and little kids for a really
Oh,
long time.
So-
shut up.
So
It's
here's
right
what
out
it
in the
is.
open. It's like this. It's like Bohemian Grove. It's like, oh, it's
So
I'll
it's
believe.
happening. He's got money. No one talks about it.
I'll
Nice
believe that
call.
Jared got molested at space camp before I believe that Garth Brooks would do anything.
So
like
here's
that.
what's
Oh,
going on.
look who's in the pocket of Big Brooks.
So Garth Brooks. So Hoops.
Allegedly.
Garth Brooks is like so detached from reality because he's such a big star and he's been living in obscurity for so long that he just is so not in touch with like reality and normal human
Well,
interaction.
even conversation.
So he started getting on Instagram when he was doing a tour,
Is this all recent or?
like within the last year or two.
Yeah.
And he has this like look of a psychopath on his face.
It is.
Every
It is a
time
little
he does his
unsettling.
Instagram.
In all
Well,
truth.
Tom Segura found
Yeah.
it, and it bothered Tom Segura so bad he just kept bringing it up on his podcast. And he kept going like, dude, this guy looks like he murders people and he has bodies buried somewhere. And so Tom Segura just flippantly was like, Garth, where are the bodies? Well, all of Tom Segura's fans from his comedy and his podcast immediately started trolling Garth Brooks on Twitter.
It's
Jesus.
ruthless.
And
dude.
so just
Hell
like
yes.
everything Garth Brooks posts, there's thousands of comments. Garth,
Yeah,
where are the bodies?
in Garth?
So Garth Brooks got so mad that he asked his people to figure out what's going on, and they tracked it back to Tom Segura and called Tom Segura and was like, "You need to stop this. It's upsetting Garth." So
Oh, boy.
Tom
Oh,
Segura
Garth
just
is
doubled
upset.
down, dude. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Now we're doing it all the time."
Well, if I've learned anything too from my small patch of dirt, controlling your fan base is not something you can do.
You can't do that.
Yeah, once they
Let alone
decide.
someone else's fan base.
Yeah, well, that's
His fan base.
like if Tom Segura was like, "Hey, everybody that likes your mom's house, quit terrorizing Garth Brooks,"
Yeah, right.
they would do it more.
They would
Oh,
double
yeah.
down.
If he told them to do it more, they would do it more. If he told them to stop, they would do it more.
What?
Yeah.
That I
Hey.
forgot about that
Marijuana
bit until
cigarette.
Ian said, "Where are the bodies?"
Yeah,
Garth?
I love that
Where are
shit
the
so much.
bodies? I forgot about that. dude.
What I love about Garth, he's always like, so he has that new documentary that's on, is it on Prime or Netflix or something like that? And he's just, everything he does, he's super emotionful. So he's talking about shaking someone's hand. He's like, and then I look them in the eyes. And he's like that deep, sultry voice. Like, yeah, so you like, you meet someone, you want to shake their hand, and then they extend their hand out and you grasp yours. And they look you in the eye, and I guarantee you, that's a good man. I guarantee you.
Like, Garth, I can only
It's
get so
like-
hard. Take it down a little.
This is a band I miss locally. You remember these guys,
Who?
John?
Incubus?
Oh, B.
I don't know.
B.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I liked B
B? Like the letter B?
with an exclamation point.
Oh,
They might have been
Yeah.
before your time, young pup.
Really, I just did that.
That's all right.
What'd you do?
It's on plastic. I don't want to wear it.
This is oak, young man.
Yeah, I remember them.
Watch the
Yeah, this
tape.
I
is
remember
this is high
bands.
quality plastic
Came
laminate.
over on the
Fine.
Mayflower.
Fine, rich mahogany.
All right, the real question is, it's been 30 minutes, so I can probably have another beer. I was saying before we started, I'm drinking Bud Light so I can drive home.
When are we doing shots?
Oh, Jesus.
I've been sipping this fucking fine bourbon whiskey.
You want some more?
Pussies.
I've been sipping it.
Well, that's what you're
It's
supposed to
very
do.
smooth.
You're supposed to sip it. You're
I
not
know.
supposed to.
Yeah,
So that's why we
Oh.
shoot these.
yeah.
Like in our arms.
He's just yes. Just hook it up to my face.
or we can go with the original plan and boof them.
I think that's probably smart.
I mean, they got that nice little small end. You can just put it right.
Dude,
I'm
you
gonna-
guys remember Kavanaugh in that? In that
Kavanaugh?
fucking that Judge Kavanaugh a couple years ago when he got confirmed for the Supreme Court, and they were
He
like,
butt chugged a Heineken right
Yep.
on the
and
thing.
they asked him, they're like, so what is boofing? And he's like, I'm sorry, what? And they're
Yeah.
like, in your diary it says you boofed her.
Well, it used to just
And then
mean
he's
butt
like-
fuck.
He's
But
like,
then it
oh,
meant-
now
it's like a
now
fart.
it's putting drugs
yeah,
in your
now
butt.
it's
He's
blowing
like-
coke up
he's
your
like,
ass.
it's like a
special way of
it's like-
kissing.
it's a fart. It's a fart. And they just, and I was just like, you just lied under oath, dude. You fucked that
You
girl in the
lied
ass.
about what boofing
Dude,
is.
like they asked you
It's a
what boofing
reverse
is,
fart with
which
drugs.
means you fucked that girl in the ass, you butt fucked her, and you just lied under oath. I'm like, oh shit, man.
I would have too. I would have lied under oath.
I want
Fuck
to.
it.
I don't
Fuck
know. I
it.
think now that the time is set to run for office, though, because you could be like, I will proudly take a dildo in the ass for the American people.
I don't
Like,
think
oh
he would
man,
lie.
he's
What?
Sorry.
If I ever run for office, I'm just gonna first speech. I'm just gonna have
Oh,
to
shit.
get in front of it and just be like, I eat ass. Let it be
Like,
known.
it's okay that you do that. You didn't need to like come right out and get in front of it like that. It's-
I eat ass, Jared 2020. Like the yard signs.
Yeah, 2030 City
2030.
Council.
yeah, I want to run for like local
I want to be on
office,
this.
just on the
Controller
side,
or
like
some nonsense.
No, I want to get on City Council and just sabotage all their idiotic plans because they come up
Oh,
with
I was
some
just gonna
dumbass
embezzle
ideas
money.
on the Minneapolis City Council.
I just want-
recycling. We're throwing it out. We're
just
done
want-
with it.
I just want
Yep.
goats. My city doesn't allow goats. I want a goat. So I was thinking about running for like local
Minneapolis
office to
not
like
allowed goats. Or where do you
I
live?
mean,
Minneapolis
Crystal.
can have chickens.
Crystal doesn't
Yeah.
allow you to have a goat. Why
No,
the fuck live all of
6
it?
chickens.
Get
but no
chickens.
goats.
like 10
Get
minutes
chickens.
away.
Get 7. Just
Oh
to
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like right by
stick
you.
it to 'em.
Oh yeah, I'm way closer. I grew up in the south suburbs. So I'm like, Crystal,
Yeah,
that's
no.
far.
Crystal's a big city though, so I know what you're talking about. But he lives on this side, so he's
Oh.
he's just outside of North.
Okay.
I'm like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, we
here. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like 10 minutes north of here.
Where you living
Like
nowadays?
20 minutes. Mountains View.
Oh, nice. Up by
No,
Rufus.
not nice.
Still is Zach?
We have, yeah, absolutely. We could be,
I miss him.
no joke, we could be common law married now.
I miss him. Tell him I said hi.
I will. Sweet, sweet little boy.
I love Zach.
Love to meet him at space camp.
Dude, Space Camp was fucking awesome.
How can you say that?
And then Space
How can
Academy.
you say that with a straight face?
Space Academy was even.
If I ever
better.
went to Valley Fair and someone diddled me behind Wild Thing, I wouldn't say like, "Oh yeah, Valley
Gave-
Fair
gave
is
you the what?
awesome." Now I'd be
Valley
like,
Fair
"Ugh,
sucks.
yeah,
Seriously,
that-
you got to take the good with the bad.
Space Camp would have to be pretty fucking good.
It's like being married to.
How old were you?
It's like being married to a rich dude who beats you.
25.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, being beaten
Mid-20s.
sucks, but we're still rich.
Getting diddled at 25.
Nah, I think I was like 10. 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Golden age.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
it's, I think
You were in
this-
your prime.
I think
In
this
my-
podcast
in my-
is going to bar us from running for any sort of office in the future.
No, we're getting in front
I
of
fucking
it.
doubt that.
No, we're getting in front of it.
We're like, well, I mean,
If anything, it's
yeah.
gonna help us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suppose
we're
we got
getting in
Trump
front
in
of
there.
it.
These
because
young men seem honest.
You
and-
can't get
and they're
me
nice.
too'd if you me too yourself.
I
Joey
wanna be
Diaz already proved that.
Crooked city alderman, like fucking Boardwalk Empire style, like so bad. That just seems like the way to go. Just running numbers and protection and shit. Like, yeah. I should have gotten into white collar crime way earlier.
Way earlier.
I mean, someday. Someday is what I meant. I do my taxes with real numbers and not ones I make up,
That's awesome.
just like everybody.
Ooh, that got
Now what? Are you just? Did you put like the shit playlist on? Because it's just been
bullshit
one
after
awful
bullshit.
thing after another.
Is this Lonely
Yeah.
Island?
I mean, I don't mean to be
Okay.
that guy.
Yeah.
So
it's-
you are that. Embrace that guy. That's
Ugh.
you are that guy.
Music snob. Oh, both of you are.
Yeah, I'm a pretty. Big
I'm gonna
music
guess
snob.
that you are.
No, I listen unabashedly to a lot of garbage, but I also have
Standards.
Yeah, no, I don't. Not really. I mean,
Dignity?
no. No.
Honor?
How dare you say those words to me?
Honor?
No, I mean, it's just
Pride?
just because I
I'm
understand
trying
how
to just
music
say,
works.
Get him to just keep saying no to all these
Yeah,
things.
no, none of that. No, pride, fuck no. Honor, maybe.
Dignity?
Yeah. Dignity, no. No, once you don't have any of those things,
Integrity?
you can do whatever you
Hard
want.
pass.
I don't think anyone at this table has any dignity left.
No. All that does is get in the way of a good time. Fuck dignity.
Complete shamelessness is the only way to go.
Yeah. So it's like I'm not like
Carpe diem.
Wait a minute.
Jared,
Okay. Hey.
pass the thing. Don't just
Well,
sit it on the
I
table.
can't. I
Give it
can't.
to him.
I can't. I'll get quiet and obviously.
Yeah, you grab it by the cherry, it's gonna burn. He like picked it up by the cherry. A few seconds later.
I thought I grabbed it right.
I'm actually good on
I don't
that.
even normally smoke tobacco, but I'm just trying to get a buzz off the nicotine because I couldn't find any coke. I mean, I didn't look, but I
Hard.
I feel like it probably would have taken me a while to. I didn't want that to be the whole 3 days leading up to this. That other stuff.
Was trying to
do.
find blow.
Yeah, and I am taking my friends on a guided mushroom trip tomorrow, so I probably don't want to wake up at 3 in the afternoon. Like, fuck.
Blow's one of those things that finds you though when it the universe just
That's
knows when you need it.
Yeah,
and it
that's
just
exactly
it just manifests in your life.
If you don't
Yeah.
look for blow, blow will find you.
It will.
It will.
Well, I need the
It's always
universe
a
to
good time when it
manifest
does.
me some DMT.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
And if you find that, you call me.
I think I can, but I know I can get ketamine. I know I can get mushrooms.
I don't think I've ever done the ketamine.
I know I can get acid.
it's good for depression.
They,
See,
give,
okay,
they just
acid.
give weed away.
Acid
I mean,
nowadays, that's just as fun as it is, and as much as I enjoy it, that's just too much of a time commitment.
12 hours.
Oh,
it's too long.
who's
Yeah.
got time for that?
And
I
the
don't.
next day.
No, I mean my rule is if we're gonna do a big huge mushroom trip, we do it at like noon or 1 in the afternoon. So it's like by like 9 o'clock I can drive
And then have
again.
the
I'm
next 2
fucking
days off
fine.
of work.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about shrooms. The durations.
No,
Shrooms are so
DMT.
That's why I want to do DMT. 'Cause, dude,
intense
20
20
minutes.
minutes, and then you're back, and
I want to do the 5 MAO.
Yeah, 20 minutes. I'm in and out, but I lived a life.
Yeah,
Dude, like,
the
did you hear
buffo.
Ari's story?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Do you know who
The
Ari
Sonoran
Shafir
Desert.
is?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him.
Neither am I. But his story is he talked about when he did DMT, he not only went into this other world. People talk about like a 12-hour acid trip, but it's in 20 minutes. He's like, no. I lived an entire life. I met a girl. I got married. We had kids. We bought a house.
Oh, yeah,
I had
I
a
heard
whole
that.
fucking life. And then he's like, and then we were in the backyard and I dove into the pool with the kids and I started drowning in the pool. And all of a sudden I died and I woke up back here. And he's like, dude, I'm telling you, I was there for like 20 years.
And realistically, it was 20 minutes.
20 minutes. He was passed out
See,
for 20 minutes. I was like, I want to do it. I'm in. So
I've had a theory for
Have
a
you
while
done
that
it?
Sign me up.
you
Nope.
you never actually
Really?
come back
it's the
from
only,
a
it's the
trip.
only thing I want to do that I
You
have.
you, you
fully.
you come back to a slightly different, like let's just say
Yeah.
maybe a slightly different
change.
multiverse dimension. One piece of evidence for this is that I can never really remember after coming down whatever I did later on a mushroom trip. But I'd be awake for a while. I'd be doing stuff, eating food. I don't remember it. And then a friend of mine swears to God he got into a car accident where he died when he was on acid once, but then he just kind of woke up and it was like not the day that he remembered starting it on. He's like, yeah, but we did acid, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, did we die in a car accident? He's like, no. Like, he's pretty sure they did, but you just wake up, you get an extra guy, you know? And like, I feel like that's sort of true, especially because I did DMT on my birthday. It wasn't as hardcore, but it is like, it's like jumping right into the middle of a really strong acid trip for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just get back and then you can
Yeah.
drink again and it's great. But
Do you do like the 3-hit thing where you do the
yeah, I had a bunch of like, so the way I set it up, I probably shouldn't say names of who's bringing me drugs on here, but an old friend of mine came to my birthday and I packed, I had a bunch of like brown weed from using a flower vaporizer thing, and I packed we packed the DMT in between 2 layers of that, like in a regular bong, and I just sit there like only breathing it in and then out my nose for like this like a really long time, just trying to get, because it wasn't the full toad stuff, you know, it wasn't toad venom, but it was enough where I was like fully on an acid trip for like 10 minutes, and then it just kind of went away. I was like, oh, all right, well that was fun,
The only time
but
I've
I
done
didn't
it's
go
been,
through
You didn't, have the
to the other
breakthrough.
side now because it wasn't the right kind of stuff
Yeah.
for that. But
I haven't had that either. I want that though.
Have you guys ever-
I have that on acid. I get that on acid.
But that's
Acid and Molly.
that's just
Same
too
time.
much. And also, I
But
feel
you got to do a lot of acid. You got to do like minimum 3.
I feel
hits.
at 35, I've
Yeah.
done enough morally questionable things that acid just throws. Oh,
Hey, do you want
You have to look at yourself.
No, you want to get through that though.
Do you want to
That's
take
good.
this opportunity to talk shit about Queen?
no.
Everybody likes Queen.
But the dead silence, and then he was just like, no.
Yeah.
He's
No.
like, this. I remember this is live. I'm not that drunk yet.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to
well,
ruin
so-
my life for the next
let's
6 weeks.
Circle back to this. We'll come back to Queen.
Not everything Queen did was great, though. I'll say that.
Not all of it was bad though either. But
no,
they should not be on the pedestal that they are.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
She should have stood up for Princess Diana.
Oh.
Do you know how they knew Princess Diana had dandruff?
Why?
They they found her Head and Shoulders in the glove compartment. I remember hearing that when I was like 12, and it was like, I don't get it, but I know that's a bad joke.
I went to a Gwar concert when I was 15, like right after that happened, and they were talking
Oh,
so much shit
yes.
about it. They're like, if that was your mom in that accident, they'd have called her a stupid bitch. But then they had a giant toilet that they dug the corpse of John Benet Ramsey out of, and they made her vagina sing a song.
Oh,
And it was
John Benet's?
Yeah. They were like, let's
Oh.
listen to John Benet's talking cunt, and he holds it up, and it goes, have
Oh
you
my
seen
God.
me? And he's like, that's hot. And they started
That
being
seems
Gwar
even a
song
little
happened.
much for Gwar.
Dude, the last time I saw Gwar, which I've gone to see them many times because it's like the scariest puppet show you've ever been to, and like, but it was like right after their one guitar player had died, and it was right before Dave Brockie died, and he took a bone crucifix from a fake pope that he jammed it up the fake pope's ass and like poop went everywhere. And he had that,
fuck?
and then they killed Hitler, and Hitler's weapon that they took from him was like a big swastika with spikes on it, and he's just like standing there with these two things with like all backlit and just whatever, and I'm like, okay, someone next to me was like, this Gwar concert is in poor taste, and I'm like, put that on my tombstone. That sounds I think Gwar's gone a little far. But the John Benet thing was in 1995, so it was all uphill from there.
Yeah, right.
They were my second concert, actually. First one I went to by myself, taking the bus to First Avenue from like Richfield or
yeah.
wherever.
What was your first concert?
Jeff Moore in the Distance.
Where?
Wilmer, Minnesota.
Ooh.
Mine was DC Talk.
See, okay, same ballpark.
I actually
Same
know
fucking
what that
Yeah, same
is.
ballpark.
That's
Jeff
a
Moore in the
Christian
Distance
band.
was a
Oh,
Christian
yeah, they
band
are.
too. Yep.
That
I
was
had
a
some
Christian
Rod
band.
and Todd
Oh, yeah.
Flanders ass neighbors.
I was raised
Loved
super
them.
Christian.
Hey, who didn't own Jesus Freak when they were 12 years old?
Here's the thing: is
Not
I
me.
think that was actually technically the first band I seen.
It was at the
DC
Target
Talk?
Center. Yeah, it was the Jesus Freak tour.
Yeah,
I think I seen them.
because that's the only thing they did.
Are you people? The first concert I went to was Metallica when they had
I
long
wish
hair. I was
I-
like 11 and my mom dropped me off.
The first
Yeah.
time I heard Pink Floyd, I was 19.
Okay.
Like I was raised super strict.
So if you're 68, you're pretty
nothing
cool.
but Christian stuff. No,
Yep.
nothing from the secular world.
Got it.
Wow.
Mhm.
I was raised in both those worlds. So I was raised around the church shit, and then, but not by my parents. That was my grandparents that were into it. But my parents were fucking. They were hanging out with a bunch of bikers, and so like
Good moral.
there was
people.
always fucking weed in the air. Fucking, there was always a party going on. There was always a bonfire. There was always a group of people at the house, and like I grew up around the party. My stepdad at the time used to hang out with bands and shit, and so I was
Sorry.
hanging out in rehearsal spaces and fucking.
I just like heard that off in the distance.
I tried to go that way with it, but sorry.
I mean, shit, man. At 6, 7 years old, I had seen so many titties and Playboys and fucking naked
Oh,
bitches.
Playboy. Remember when Playboy used to do the job? Can you imagine if Playboy was all you had
Just
nowadays?
looking at one boob,
Yep.
you're like, hey.
Yes.
I miss those days.
I
Come
do
on, drugs.
too.
Drugs.
Playboy did the
yeah,
job.
drugs.
I'm watching a thing on Prime that's a documentary about Hugh Hefner starting Playboy, and it's like the most interesting
Oh,
fucking
that
thing
guy
I've ever
seemed-
watched.
That guy seems so sad. I'd say the last 30 years of his life.
Well,
Just
yeah, for
seems
the last
sad.
30 years of his life, he went from being like 70 to 100. I mean, like, yeah, you'd be sad too.
Yeah,
You just
fair
ejaculate dust, but you have 7 girlfriends. Like, that's poor guy.
Well, they're in French maid outfits, so if you got dust,
enough.
they
hey-o!
Swiffered his schmeckle a little bit.
But looking at it from the realistic side, wouldn't they just annoy the 3 20-year-olds? Even
Yeah.
nowadays would annoy the piss out of me.
Oh, for sure.
The ones in my basement are a real handful.
Just 3 women in general.
Even one in general.
Fucking
Just
just
annoy
even
the
one.
shit out of me.
You know what? Other people, in fact.
Shit.
Just a nightmare.
What are you doing over there? You okay? Man down.
All right, I think unless I have a toothpick,
It's that vape.
ours is done.
That vape. Yeah, be easy with that thing. It bites.
I think I found one of your lungs under the table. There's the other one.
Yes, I do. I
He's
hope
dying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jared.
I'm sorry, yeah, but like it'd be great if you puked live on the podcast.
Puke.
That shit ain't happening.
Oh, come on, make it happen. It's good for ratings.
I don't give a fuck about ratings that bad.
Oh, come on.
I don't care all that much.
YouTube ratings. YouTube live stream ratings.
I'll be all right.
You know what?
Should I even offer it to you? No, he's
Covered
no,
in
I'm
cigar
good.
juice.
I'm good.
See, it's working out though. I'm getting just a tiny bit hot boxed, which is enough for me.
We'll help you out.
Yeah,
We're good.
just a touch. I'm a little confused.
Halloween boys, cheers.
Hey,
Cheers.
Mazel tov. Oh god.
Oh fuck.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
I didn't mean to kill you.
No, we're good. We're good. Jesus.
It's all right. That is payback, though.
Ugh.
Because I did want to bring this up. The last time I saw you,
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get into it.
All right, everybody's got some beers in them. All right, let her rip.
the last time I saw you was with this young man right here.
Oh God.
There's a friend's funeral.
Oh yeah,
Oh, is that
Bernie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh.
fucking to Bernie.
Bernie.
I don't think that's where you were going with this, but cheers to Bernie.
Yeah,
Cheers,
sure.
Bernie.
Yeah, we lost a good one.
So it was the three of us standing there, and the Reverend's going on and on about the normal funeral stuff, and he says 38 is much too young, and without missing a beat, but under your breath, just loud enough for him and me to hear you, you're just like, well, not if it's the Wild West. He fucking loses it. I start losing it. It was like the harder he laughed, the harder I laughed, and then it was the harder I laughed, the harder you laughed.
Dude, the worst part was I didn't even realize I said that shit out
You
loud.
did, and we heard you.
So the guy's like,
What a
oh
dick.
god, he's like,
That's crazy.
yeah, he's like Bernie, blah blah
Yeah,
Dude,
blah.
I was crying.
died at
laughing.
38.
I
You
feel
know,
like such an asshole.
I don't care. He's like, I don't care what you say. 38 is way too young to die in any situation. And I was like, well, I mean, not if it's like Wild West.
Yeah, any situation.
Like, that's the thing. Is like,
Like, what if
that's
you're in the
exactly-
Crusades or some shit? You made it pretty far. if
He
you got to
said
38
it out
then.
loud. That was the bad part.
And I didn't realize I
Like,
said
I had to
it
walk
out loud.
away from the crowd. I walked to the
Dude,
back.
people
I'm like, I ain't laughing
people
for
started
you know.
looking back at us, and we're just
Oh my
dying.
God.
Dude, and we were like laughing so hard, but we're trying to not make noise. So you're trying to do the quiet laugh, and you like can't breathe, and you
Dude.
like can't do anything.
Oh, it sucked.
And what about that fucking officiant, the pastor dude there? How he tried to save all the metal. He saw an opportunity with all these metalheads.
Well,
He
it
tried,
worked.
like, he did an altar call there.
I went up.
If you went up.
Yeah.
You got Jesus.
Yeah.
You still have him?
No.
Oh, you lost him.
I had him for the afternoon.
Yeah, he
it
slipped
was
away.
fine. It was fine.
He slipped away. Damn it. Did you go up?
I forgot.
No, I didn't.
What the fuck? Really? Dude, you did that. You remember that, right?
No, I don't.
No, because after he did what he did, like that was it. I checked out. I was done.
I think I went back in there because I think I was staying next to Kyla.
I walked up to Zach and told him the story, and then you walked up, and I was like, "This motherfucker
Dude, that
at
shit
a
was,
funeral."
That shit was not on purpose, man. That shit was
Wait, you're
not
thinking
on
out loud.
The
You're just
hell
like,
it wasn't.
Well, no, actually, like in the not,
Right.
not if it's the fucking Wild West. I mean,
Well, he shouldn't have spoken in the absolute any situation. Well, come on,
And
man.
that's exactly
He left himself open for that
and
one.
that's why is because it was not what he said.
It's how he said it.
It was how he said it because he went like he could have just made his point that like it was too young. You know? But he didn't.
Which
he was
also, like, we know that.
right, exactly.
Like, yeah, no shit,
Exactly,
Padre. Like, what
dude.
the fuck?
Oh,
Like, yeah,
God,
38's
dude.
pretty young. Uh-huh.
I think that's such a shame. Like when they
Yeah.
when they don't know the person that has passed. Like he didn't know him.
Yeah.
And he just saw a bunch of metalheads and he tried to take advantage of them.
I remember they did
bring
get
them
a little
to God.
religious with the whole thing, and then
that would have pissed Bernie off so
a few
bad.
of our friends did walk out
Yeah.
because of it.
That would have pissed Bernie off.
You know what I
bad.
did think was the coolest part of that funeral though is
They played Clutch.
when I think it was when Bernie's mom
And
got
Pantera.
up. When Bernie's mom got up and she's like, I had no idea he had this many friends and this many people loved him this much.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
And she was like blown away.
Oh, yeah.
She thought her boy had like gotten lost in the world. Like she had no understanding of who her son was until that day. And on that day, when she seen that, they booked it at a small funeral parlor.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there
it was
was
like overloaded.
We were all
Yeah,
standing.
it was
we were all standing
overflowing.
in the entryway part.
yeah,
of
there
it.
was
lobby,
dude,
yeah.
there
Yep.
was people that couldn't get in.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was literally people like it was one of those double door things. So you come through the outside and then there's a lobby and then you come through these
God damn it.
doors.
What a loss.
And it was
No shit.
it was jam packed into here. There was a few people stuck in this lobby and they tried to just hold the door open. And then there was a bunch of people that just gave up and stayed outside. Like probably
Shit.
another dozen, right? Probably a dozen people
Oh yeah. There
that
was
were just like it's too
smoking
packed in there.
cigarettes.
Yeah, and it was just like it was cool, man, because you could see like in her eyes, she understood. She's like, "Oh,
are you
my
trying
son."
to do that shot?
Yeah, I'm about
Oh,
to.
yeah, all right.
She was like, "Oh, my son was actually loved," but that pastor, like you said,
Fuck.
didn't know him, and so the pastor was like, "Oh, there's a bunch of Satanists here, and they're really grieving. Their friend died. I can
Well, now's
I can
my
bring him,
chance to
I can
get in
bring him to the
there." Yeah.
Lord." And it's like, read the
Maybe they
room.
never heard of the Lord.
It's like, dude, you're basically a performer as a pastor, right?
Yeah.
Read the fucking room. You know what I
Right?
mean? Like,
Dude, I can't wait for some
didn't.
of my closer friends to die because I can. Well, because I can do weddings and shit. I'm an actual ordained reverend, but I can do
Oh,
funerals too, like the legal rights and everything. Like,
Are you?
so I could just go
I
up there
think
and do that shit.
we're ordained with the Church of the Dude.
Yep.
Yeah, like everybody is. I got
I
we all
got the card
printed
and
that
the
sheet
letter
off.
of good standing to prove it.
No, I mean, me. Like, I'm not proud that I am because, like, in 1999, when the internet was invented, everybody did that. But I actually I want to use the funeral part. I've only done
Are you
weddings.
looking down on our religion?
No. Well, yes. I mean, if you have one, fuck
No.
you. But
No.
All
No,
right,
no.
How about to Bernie again, huh?
yeah.
To
Let's do
Bernie!
some actual man.
and
juice for
to the
Bernie.
Wild West.
Woo! Where we all would have been dead by now.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh God!
we'll save that.
Shots
for...
of brandy.
Ugh.
On sale.
Oh,
For real though, in the
It's like
Wild
drinking
West,
cologne.
there are so many people that died.
it is like drinking cologne. Oh,
My insides are getting laid later.
I got the
God
apple
damn
one though,
it.
so mine was
Oh.
actually kind of
By
good.
50-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
crikey.
Someone who knows his shit.
But for real though, there were so many fucking people that died in the Wild West, like by
smokes
the
while
age
she's
of
giving a
5.
blowjob.
Yeah, I
like
would say
if you even
no,
made it to
that's-
30,
That's
you were
all.
lucky.
That's all fine
I'm just
and
getting
dandy.
freaky with her
but
fucking stoma in her throat. Just,
the time to bring that fact up is not at a fucking funeral.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Almost all of the people
Yeah, you
from the
did.
Wild West are dead at this point. If you think about it, like
Yeah.
No, I think quite
really
literally.
tragic.
Yeah. 100 Fact, everyone from the Wild West died.
Yeah,
Fact.
they all died. Must have been crazy.
Well, you're gonna experience it here real soon.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
got your concealed carry permits?
Yeah.
Good. You got
I'm
yours?
strapped right now.
Me too. Me too. You see me unload my gun before the podcast because I was like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
want
so
to
should we all
fucking
just
freak
put
these
all of
guys
our
out.
guns on the table on YouTube while we're drinking and smoking?
Dude, that's what you do in the hood. So
What?
like literally.
Oh, yeah.
So when
Put your guns on
You-
the
you
table
mean
when
where
you're
we
drinking
are
and
right
smoking?
now?
That doesn't seem
like, I'm
no
saying-
shit. Could you live any more buried in the ghetto?
dude, I
Can
love
you
it
still
here.
say ghetto? Is that
I
a-
love it here. I fucking
I think
love
you
it
can.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's,
I feel safer here than I do in the suburbs now.
I don't want neighbors for miles. That's the point where I'm at now. I'd like to live
until-
I
somewhere.
wanna be in the
until
country
but here's
like
the thing:
that, yeah.
until the
I
actual
wanna shop.
apocalypse happens, and a group of motherfuckers roll up on you all by yourself at your farm, then you're fucked.
I don't
I have a
think
small militia.
any
here.
of us are living through the apocalypse. I
I'll
agree
be
with Penn and
fine.
Teller's
Hell no.
bullshit
I'll be
thing.
fine. You
Where
got-
they're like,
no,
everyone
no,
assumes they're going to be
literally
the
wearing a
lone
ghillie
man
suit.
left.
That
Yeah.
doesn't, and
It's
you
just
live in
paranoia.
you live in the
Yeah.
ghetto.
You're
A
all going to
ghillie
be
suit
dead.
doesn't do shit in the
I'll be
ghetto.
dead.
Bullshit.
What are you gonna blend in with?
The yards.
The yards.
What
Yeah,
yards?
no one,
Laid out.
no
I
one
have-
cuts their grass in this neighborhood.
I just bought
He
an
dresses
AR.
like this every day.
I bought an AR.
I saw that.
Dude, it's
I
sick.
saw that.
It's
I'm
fucking
an
sick.
AK man
So-
myself.
An AR.
No, you
nice.
so you shouldn't have. You should not have bought it.
Why?
You should do the ghost. I am all for. You should do the ghost gun route.
Yep.
The ghost gun route?
The ghost gun. You buy an 80% lower receiver.
Mhm.
It's a
And you get a couple parts made at a machine
sure.
shop.
No, you don't get anything made.
Oh, okay.
I made one.
You got it. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I ordered an AR-15 off the internet.
On
basically.
record.
No, I built an AK.
How much did you pay for the total thing?
So that's the thing. Like you can put as much or as little
I know,
into it. As,
but that's what I'm saying.
when it was all said and done, I like 1,200.
Okay.
1,200. That with optics.
See, here's the thing: is I bought probably the best possible high quality entry level AR
Yeah,
at $850.
but I have a really nice AR.
Like the Springfield Sane is super legit compared to the other ARs at that price point. Like
Yeah.
you can just feel it when you pick up the gun. Everything's tight, well made, high quality. Everything. I like deep dive the reviews on it. What you're going to do
Let's
is
talk
obviously going to be
after
better.
that. I'm
What?
curious.
What you're doing is obviously going to be better,
Yep.
and I will do that.
because it's one of those things where you can cheap out on certain things that you can
Yeah.
cheap out on and
Yep.
put more money into, like your bolt carrier
Yep.
group. I spent a
Yep.
decent amount of money on a bolt carrier group, and it worked out.
You want to go to the range sometime?
Yes.
I'm gonna start filming shit for my Instagram. Going to the range.
You should
I got- dude.
invite me and my kid. My kid likes to shoot.
Does he?
Mhm.
Fuck, I can't really talk about this
Dude,
on the
he's fucking-
podcast,
I'll
here,
go.
dude. But
You
I gotta
just brought up. Yeah, you just brought up
But
all
I got
of it.
no. This. I got a sponsor. Just try not to show this on the camera.
Don't they usually want you to do that?
We haven't.
How the hell
we
did
haven't-
you get sponsored by Pepsi Cola?
We
God.
Duke's anal lube.
we're still
It
working.
is lube.
Okay.
We're working out how the logistics. Like,
You know what's funny? That both of us own a fucking obscene amount of guns, and we never talked about it in 3.5 hours. On the,
That's
on the
what I
last
try to
thing.
explain- dude,
It
that's
was
what I try
funny.
to
We didn't
explain to
even
people.
get to that shit.
That's why. And the reason I'm saying this is because I'm working out an affiliate discount code, so you guys will go to their website if you want this. You punch in my code,
Oh, I love
and then
coupons.
you guys get a discount, and I get a kickback, so it helps
Cool.
support the podcast.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
You had me
Yeah.
at discount. You lost
Yeah.
me a kickback. I paid you enough to be on this goddamn thing, and
Right.
I'm paying these two.
You know what you guys did? You guys.
I love how true that whole thing is.
You know what you guys did? You guys spent a lot of money to be on this podcast, and that currency you spent was time. And I do appreciate you guys being here, man.
Thank you.
Because
Oh,
I know
thanks.
you're
Thank you.
busy. You got a fucking kid.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about what you have going on with your life. And you're one of the busiest people I know. So
Yeah,
I do genuinely really I didn't say that at the beginning of the podcast. We just kind of rolled into it.
Pot
but-
ass.
Yeah.
The pot
Yep.
ass.
Yep.
So we're all busy adults here, but this is important
thanks,
too. I mean,
man.
I you have to do stuff like this, or you lose your mind,
Well,
and you
here's
need
the-
that thing.
And the channel's growing.
Yeah.
So every time, like, for example, you've already been this is your second time on
Yeah,
now, and the channel's growing. So every time you come back on, there's new people
Mhm.
that don't know who the fuck you are.
Right.
By the way, if you guys got anything you want to plug, I forgot to mention that earlier as well. You plug whatever you want. For
I
us.
really like Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
Code Red all the way.
Marlboro Reds.
Ugh.
like. Do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, well, my prog band we're working on our second full length album right now. Supposed to be done a few months ago, but I took the summer off to deal with a bunch of other shit I had going on.
Oh yeah.
And we're about to go back in the studio, and we should have it done the end of probably the end of the year here, I'm guessing. But it's like the best production I've ever been involved with, the most amazing musicians.
And that's Constants and Variables.
Yeah, Constants and Variables. We got our first
It's a good name
album produced.
for a
Thanks.
prog band. I like that. That fits right in the cookie.
And it's
Yeah.
memorable.
Yeah.
It's easy to
I
spell.
stole it from
it's,
Sithuai.
well, and you're able to remember it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a literal. It's a theme, almost like
It
a
is.
meme that
Yeah.
runs in math, and obviously, but then a lot of like
I thought it was just a
like
dick
TV
move
shows
for
and
a name.
movies and shit. Like
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it, but I was like, oh, that's a dick move.
like Constant and Variable were
Yeah.
the name of two different episodes of Lost.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
I
a
thought
pop. It's
just
like,
a math. It's
Yeah.
like just a
it's a pop
mathematical
culture
theme.
thing.
It
Yeah.
is.
But it's a meme almost. It's like beyond a theme. It's like moved into a meme, and it plays through so many things. So to name a prog band that, I think is perfect, and it's easy to remember. You
Yeah.
can spell it. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't think I could spell that.
like hold on.
Variables, baby, constant. I'll fuck up.
I'm gonna give out I'm gonna give a shout out to Justin Boney, but I also called him.
He's doing our artwork for the new album.
Okay, so I called him out for this on the podcast, so I'm allowed to do this now. It's not a dick move, but
We'll see.
pronounce this band name. That's his
Oh.
new band name.
Yeah. Simothoa.
Def Leppard.
Cinema,
Def Leppard.
cinema grill.
I've asked him to tell me like how to pronounce it so many times.
I'll give you the answer
I
here
fucking
in 2
I
seconds.
never get
Is
it.
it
But I literally-
CYIVI?
So I literally here's the thing is on the podcast I told him
Simopatha.
on the podcast
Boston.
I fell in
I've-
love with a Simotha
I
girl.
flat out told him. I'm like,
Simitha.
you do
Simitha.
realize you've broken all the cardinal rules of a band name. No one
Simithoa.
can remember this.
No
No one knows how to spell it, and no one knows how to pronounce it. And
Hey,
he's
but
like,
we're
and
talking
people-
and
we're
people love
talking
the
about
band.
it, aren't
Here's
we?
the thing: is I love him.
Yeah,
He
but
goes-
nobody
he
gives a
goes-
shit.
and that's what he said. He goes, "I don't give a fuck."
Like,
And
I
I'm
hope
like,
they
all right.
stop talking about local prog metal soon
It's-
because.
He's
It's
a hardcore
pronounced-
dude. I like him.
It's pronounced Simothwa.
Ooh, Bass Ventura, though.
Yeah.
Simothwa.
They have a song called Bass Ventura Fret Detective. Bass Ventura is what they should have called the band. That's fucking awesome.
Bass Ventura.
Let me read the other tracks. Showing a dog a card trick. Juvenile Delinquent. That's a good name. Destruction Manual. Every one of these would have been a better band name. Holy fuck, guys.
Destruction Manual.
You just used the napkin that you had when you came up with Samubaptha, like, and then you made all of the fucking things you should have called your band every song name. Rotten on the Inside. Fuck yeah. No, all of these would have been good band names. They're good song names.
What's the name of the album?
Sometimes Dead is Better, which is probably a Wolf Mask song.
Oh, that's easy.
I don't know.
That's also a pretty good band name. Sometimes Dead is Better, even though it's really long. It
That's a good
still
band.
works.
The Mary Kay
it probably
Laternal
is a
Fan
band.
Club.
Just so people
Wait,
have
isn't
some
that-
idea what the fuck
Aren't
we're
they
talking about.
the other version in My Zero?
They're the three guys that were my backing band for my self-masturbatory I wish I was Trent Reznor thing, My Zero.
Yeah.
And then they were just they all just were like, what if we just played thrash metal? Everyone
That is-
around here is boring, so you know
That
they're
is
gonna
the
love
best
that.
description.
And they blew up like that. Everyone loves that band.
I know they do.
What band?
They were.
Wolfmask?
I have to thank Wolfmask was the last nail. I love you,
Dude,
David,
look
but
at this artwork.
them blowing up, being like, "Hey,
That's the
we
same
love
guy-
the three
that's
of
the
you
same guy
minus
who did
John,"
the other
and I just
artwork.
quit music.
What's this now?
It's the
he was
same
in,
artist.
less than nothing.
cute.
Back in the day, that was.
I remember
Now,
that.
Justin
was-
didn't
that was
make
this
that
guy.
I
artwork.
remember less than nothing.
But Justin
loved
didn't
that.
make
I
that
remember
artwork.
less than nothing.
Justin didn't
Dude,
make
he had
that
such
artwork.
brutal vocals.
A guy named Tom Fromm. A guy named Tom Fromm made that artwork. Justin
Oh
designed
yeah,
it.
that's I like that.
Justin designed it, but
It's a
Tom
gross little
Fromm is the one that
flying
made it.
finger piggy.
Come on.
Dude, it's so good. I
May
love this
boof
guy.
it?
I'm trying to find him on Facebook.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
If somebody knows Tom Fromm, tell him to hit me up.
Well,
Yeah, he's doing the artwork on our new album.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, you got someone?
was there a chat?
Yeah, people are.
Oh, I want to antagonize
D.
those people.
That's my boy.
You guys have so many better things you
He
can
put,
do
he
right
put
now.
his phone number on here.
That's
Let's
his-
call him.
Really?
No, that you can call him.
Let's drunk dial for
Do
dollars.
it. Do it.
Give him a call.
Do it. Somebody call him.
Hey, this is your podcast. You fucking call him.
So Darcy, that's
I ain't doing
Anthony
no
D.
goddamn work.
Anthony D is Anthony Darst. I call
Get
him
loose.
Darsty Poo. The juice is loose.
Oh, don't. Have you ever seen the juice like loose, like fully loose?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Whew.
I gotta drive.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I get really wild.
I want
I
to
probably show
have
my
you
dick.
on the podcast sometime,
If we
and I want
like
the
met
juice
in
to
real
get
life, we
loose.
have to have.
Hi, I'm Hoops.
Hoops, hello. I'm John Wheeler.
I'm sure over the years we
No,
have
I
met-
know. We've brushed for sure. You guys have faces I know, but I feel like I haven't talked to anyone in a decade.
I was at that Dying Euphoria show where you did the Motley Crue.
Oh
cover.
yeah, that was
Dude.
fun.
I
remember I
loved
jumped
your
on stage.
performance. So that was my favorite performance of the whole night. Was yours? with
Oh,
them.
thank you.
Do you remember
Dude,
when I
it
jumped
was
on
so
stage and
great.
ruined it?
Oh, that was you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You were up there when I was up there.
At the very end of the song.
He was up
Oh.
sweeping.
No. At the
Someone did
very
that.
end of Wild Side, I jumped up and
Oh,
sang
yeah,
that
yeah.
final chorus with you.
That's right.
And just
That's
butchered it.
Yep.
I saw the
Yep,
video. I
totally
wasn't,
ruined it.
I was fucking
I didn't show up for
Yep,
that.
pissed.
Nonsense.
Totally ruined it.
Nope.
pissed drunk during that. Like,
Oh, I thought you meant you were like pissed.
no.
That's
I
hilarious.
I was pissed there wasn't more people on stage ruining things. I live for band
shows?
chaos. Yeah.
Well, here's
It's
the
only
thing.
point, you know, like
here's
why?
the thing though: is other people saw me in the audience and they were like, "Dude, you need to go up there right now, and you need to go sing this song with them." And like,
Just
it's-
hordes of people
that
saying
was,
that.
like probably
At least six. At
No.
least
At least
six.
I was gonna say at least almost
two.
almost 2 dozen.
Shut up.
You want
Yeah.
a fun
Yeah,
fact?
they were like, "Dude, you should go up there and sing." And I was like, "You guys, I haven't."
I would
no.
if I was there. I would have talked you out of it. Like, don't do it. Don't
Dude,
fucking
For
do
real.
it.
And
At
so,
the-
but they
Gonna
took the.
butcher
Here's the
the
thing: is
shit
like
out
as
of it.
soon
Don't
as
do
as soon as you showed up on stage, because
Yeah.
Kai's did the first part of the set. You showed up, and it was a cover. And as soon as that happened, people were like, "Dude, you should go up there."
No, that's a bad.
And I was
idea.
like,
Dude,
And they were
you gotta
like-
stop listening
And
to
they
people.
took the entire song to convince me, and finally I got so annoyed I just went up and did it. I
No, you
looked
should
at
have
my
went
wife.
outside and
I
smoked.
looked at my wife and I was like, "All right, babe, I'll be right back." And I just walked up, jumped on, I slapped Rain on the butt. He saw me. I pointed at the mic and he like gave me the mic, and all I did is just backed you up on the wild side. That's all I did. Over and over and over again, and then I
That was
just
a good
walked
time.
off stage.
Vince made fun of me because he was just like, or I think he was making fun of Jeremy, but I was standing there. But he was just like, I learned all you guys' songs, and then John Wheeler just gets to go do the one Motley Crue song at the end. I'm like, yeah, like I didn't want to try. But a friend of mine, I was yelling "smoking in the boys' room" at the end because a buddy of mine who I used to live with said that he would if I could work "smoking in the boys' room," which wasn't the right song, into it somehow, he'd give me like a baggie full of Adderalls, and I was like, oh yeah. So at the end, I was like, "Smoking in the boys' room," and like Travis Treach out, just like, "Hey, it's a medley," and then I'm like, "I'm getting free drugs."
Nice.
Oh, you actually calling this guy?
Yeah, let's talk.
Dude, fucking Vince crushed it.
Yeah, no, Vince did great. I love Vince. It was what he said was funny.
Of course,
What's
Eric
up,
did too.
Darcy Poo?
Oh yeah, they did a good job.
Did you just call me from your live podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we
on
did.
drunk dialing for dollars.
That's your fault for putting your phone number in your fucking name.
Being one of 2 comments that this thing will ever see.
Yeah, man,
you guys hear him?
not very well.
No, not
Unfortunately,
at all.
this might not work super good, but
Definitely not working.
I want it to work.
Turn the music down.
Yeah, I can't hear you over that music. The audience will never hear.
Hello, mic check 1 2, mic check.
There
Oh,
we
I
go.
can hear him now.
Yeah, there he is.
Hi, fella.
What up, fellas? I was just watching you live on your podcast.
What? You should be doing something more productive than this.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wasting my life being here. You're watching this.
Yeah, I gotta get one too.
I might have to run outside and get my other pack of smokes.
I was just telling Jared that if you guys need a video
Give me
guy,
a
he
cigarette.
knows one.
I gotta run outside.
Yeah, Darcy Poo does some really good video stuff. Really, seriously, he does some really good video stuff. And he was on the podcast. So if he's a goofy dude. He grows on you though. He grows on you like mushrooms grow on shit.
I love goofy dudes.
You're a goofy dude.
Yeah, but
Let
that's
him
why I
know, man.
love you,
appreciate
Darcy
the
Poo.
plug. You guys have fun, man. It was a rocking podcast. Keep it pushing.
No, you keep it pushing, you son of a bitch.
We only have 4 more hours to go.
Bail me out later.
So you can either like veer to the right and there's a little fucking yeah, like a laundry tub you can piss in next to the washer, or just go up the step, just go up the steps and do
I don't have to shit. I'll just do the wash.
and go.
Let's go poop.
Okay.
Just go poop.
Not a big deal breaker for me.
Oh, you have to get through? I'm actually gonna run outside quick and get
He's
more
got to
cigarettes.
stomp it down. That's fine.
Oh, you got cigarettes in the car?
Shower.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I turned my mic way up.
Or you can lob it into the toilet
I'll be right back.
underhand from the shower.
See, this is why I like having group podcasts, because when 1 or 2 people have to leave,
Yeah.
like, we can still sit here and keep the podcast going. When it's just like me and you got to go piss, or I got to go piss,
Yeah,
then there's just
it's harder.
one person sitting here, because we don't have a Jamie, right? We don't have a fucking producer
Yeah, there ain't no
or a
other
Holston.
people. Yeah, or just
even a David.
or a co-host. Like your mom's house is basically the two of them, and they scream at the whole control room the whole time, which I love. I really love they were the first thing I ever noticed where they were miking up the crew guys. So you could hear people laughing at their shit in the back. Other people have done it, but they were the first time. Like, that's a good idea. That adds something to it.
Yeah,
that's
where
kind of awesome.
they're almost using a room mic to catch it.
Yeah, them just laughing at their bullshit.
Because it's really
funny.
faint in the background, but you can hear it.
Dude, they're brilliant. They're trendsetters. Like they're
Oh yeah. They encouraged me to do more garbage on the
super
internet.
innovative. Do you ever watch their live shows or Two Bears One Cave?
I haven't. I watched
Two Bears, One Cave. Did you guys watch the live special?
I haven't watched any of the live stuff. I'm never around at the
Dude,
right time.
I paid the $10 and watched the live special.
Dude,
I was so fucking mad when they didn't do cocaine.
Oh, the
Yeah, they
the
talked-
guy
The
didn't show
coke
up.
dealer never showed up.
They talked that up a lot.
The coke dealer never showed up. Like, literally, what's his name? I keep calling him David. What's his name?
Nadav.
Nadav.
It's like that backwards.
Yeah. Nadav kept saying, like, he says he's close. But it's like, I know coke dealers. I know weed dealers. I know drug dealers in general. Like, I'm close means it's still going to be another 4 hours.
It's going to be 3 to 7 business days.
It's like a Comcast window that keeps getting pushed back.
So I watched the second In Your Mom's House live show.
Yeah.
Can I spoil the ending for you?
That's fine. I may never
All
get
right.
around to buying
You don't
it.
want to watch this. You don't want to watch
No,
this.
I do. I love
the
anal
final
prolapse
minute-
just as
the
much as the average Joe.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. The majority of the show is anal prolapse, but
Yeah, there's a lot
like
of
the
that.
last clip, it's like a dude, a buff guy, like,
Yeah.
with big forearms, and he's fisting two dudes, going like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
That is so awesome.
It's so fucking crazy.
That reminds me of that thing
What
where
the fuck?
like
And Tom's dying laughing.
Alfred Hitchcock is working out with the guillotine, but it's just instead he's just fisting two guys in buttholes. Like,
Dude, this guy's just like,
I love how
he's like punching in their stomachs
I love how this
That's
podcast
good.
through their
has-
asshole.
This podcast has completely devolved into just talking about other podcasts we love.
Yeah, and asses.
no, what I'm trying.
This is one giant plug for everyone else.
I think what he's trying to do is to gently suggest that we find some dudes to fist and get on their level.
Gently.
Like, you know what I mean?
he's
Yeah.
gently suggesting
Yeah.
we violently fuck dudes with our hands.
Yes.
Fist. Like, how hard can you know?
Just kind of dropping the hint, working it in suggestively, like, hey, I mean, I wouldn't say no.
It's actually a new bar game. It's like that one that drops down where you punch the punching bag and you get
Oh,
a
yeah.
point system. You fist the dude's ass super hard.
Yeah.
And like and
I
he
think they
turns
have-
around and you get a score on his forehead.
I think they have that in Japan, actually. It's just a big rubber butt that you just
yeah.
like, who can fist the hardest?
So they have this.
You
They have this.
You get enough tickets to buy a pencil topper.
They have a game show. They have a game show in Japan.
Fisted ass.
They have a game
There's
show.
just a little prolapse you just stick on top of your pen.
Listen,
We had a lot of fun in school.
And then you sell the underwear that was on it.
They have a game show in Japan. They have a game show. They have a game show in Japan where there's a bunch of Asian girls bent over and
I've seen this porn.
and their butts are stuck through a wall.
Everyone has seen
and
this
there's
porn.
and there's a bunch of dudes bent over and they're smelling their
What's
asses
with that?
and then they're trying to match the smell of the ass with
Yeah.
a picture of the girl's face. I
Yeah.
saw this whole thing like on the internet and I read in the
Wait, you
comments.
smell their ass?
Yeah, so
Scratching stuff.
okay, so there's a wall like this. It's literally black, but there's a hole in it, and there's just a girl's ass
Sure,
sticking
sure.
out.
Wait,
of it.
where were you?
No. I
Is
actually
this
have
space
seen it.
camp again?
This is a game show in Japan.
We call that one the Apollo now.
So-
Were you a part of this game show?
I wish.
Okay.
I
Nine
wish.
asses.
I'm just,
that's how you pick out.
I
which
left for a
one.
bit. I'm just catching up here. So you were
So-
involved in a game show in Japan.
No, I saw this on the internet.
Were you molested?
And
at that one, too?
I found it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
I found it to be a huge turn on. So here's what happened. There's a wall. It's super
Like
long.
breathing heavy,
And there's so many there's so many asses sticking out of this black wall. And there's for every ass there's a dude smelling the ass. And the game is you have to match the ass with a picture of a face and see if you can correctly
Oh, I
match
thought it
as
was going to
many
be
as
like
you can.
what did she have for dinner
So-
situation.
That would be a way better
Hell
game
yeah,
show.
it would be.
I got
That's
a
one
way
you
better
could win.
punchline. Way better
Have you
punchline.
only been eating Slim Jims?
I'm reading the fucking. I'm reading the fucking. I'm
Girl, you need a
reading.
doctor.
Yeah.
I'm
literally
literally.
boofing cheap brandy.
I think you have Giardia.
We're back
This
to
isn't
boofing
good.
again.
I'm reading the fucking comments, and the top comment voted up on Reddit was, "Can I stick my dick in it?"
Well,
What's
it's
that
what we're
gonna
all
solve?
thinking. That would help me recognize
I
someone's
just-
face better than
I
smelling.
I sent it to my boss. I
She
stood
looks like
up
she has a loose ass.
because he worked like this far from me, the owner of the company.
No.
And I sent it to him via email, and he opens the email and he goes, "What the fuck, dude?" And I stood up and I go, "Dude, we got to book a trip to Japan." And he just lost it. He started laughing so fucking hard. Oh man, I miss working for that guy. I love that guy. I wish I could say shout out to his name right now, but
He doesn't want to go to jail.
Be associated with this podcast.
I don't even want to say whether he's been on the podcast or not.
Narrows it down to 40 people. Too dangerous.
Oh, we could figure this out.
Hey.
Someone can, especially him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Shut up, Jared. You're talking too much. You're giving too many
Wait
clues."
for the comments.
I can't imagine having to care
Light it
about
up.
saying anything weird on here.
2 minutes.
I haven't been beholden to
2 minutes.
like
2 minutes.
anything else in so long that it's just wonderful
G
to be able to be
minus
like, hey, like
Yeah,
talking a lot about fisting and it's fine.
I've got that freedom, but sometimes I worry about my guests because some of them still have real careers.
What's that
Yeah.
supposed to, what
That's
the
my
fuck's
problem.
that supposed to mean?
I-
What do
oh my
you mean
God.
by that?
We all sleep under a bridge.
No
so
shit.
actually, I actually have a professional career, so you should take my last name off. That's why I just have my first and middle name on Facebook, so no one can Google me.
No, put my fucking address on here. Go fuck yourselves. My social security
What's up,
number.
dude?
Bring it on.
Well, I figured you were doing call outs during your podcast, so I figured I'd do a call in.
Is this Crandall?
Hang up.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh,
What's up, baby?
oh.
Hey, there we are.
All right, hang up.
This is like Jared Extravaganza Inception.
Oh,
is.
Jesus Christ. Look at that beautiful face. Oh, just want to kiss it.
I know.
This is a
right?
great party.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've
This is just like televising the shit after a show. Except for there's not a gangbang yet. Well, time will tell.
No, it's what we're doing is we're fixing the problem of Corona plus Halloween equals podcast.
Corona and
we
Halloween.
party together.
Yeah, we're all-
socially.
Yeah, we're within 6 feet.
We all have Corona now for sure. That's-
hey, I thought I'd call in and let's do a group cheers really quick.
all right.
Hoops, I haven't seen you in a minute.
No shit, buddy.
My boy
You- technically, you still haven't.
Has it been a minute yet?
And Wheeler,
Hey,
it's been quite some time, my friend. So cheers.
cheers. I don't leave the
Hey,
house.
buddy.
Virtual cheers.
If any of the viewers are curious who the fuck we're talking about, this is Justin Crandall, who's also already been on the podcast.
Oh, I thought that was
Do you
Kevin.
remember-
I thought that was Kevin Lindo.
Do you remember?
Let's see what he's doing.
If anybody's curious, I don't remember. Do you remember what episode number your podcast was? I think it was like 27.
No, it's number 20.
Number 20.
I watched that one.
I
It's a good
skimmed
podcast.
through it.
I watched the one with you too, actually.
Thank you.
It was a good podcast. I feel like we leveled up our friendship.
It was a level up.
It was
Hey
a level
boys,
up.
you have fun. I wanted
Yeah,
to
you
say hi.
have phone.
You have phone sex.
You have phone sex.
I'll have phone sex. Give me a call later, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make a love connection.
No shit.
Y'all are out of your mind.
We're having a blast, man. Thanks for calling, dude. Have a
See
happy
ya.
Halloween, brother.
See ya.
Love you, man.
too.
Kisses.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
so speaking of him, you guys talk shit about
Yeah,
me
who the
when
fuck
he was
was
on
that?
when he was on the podcast.
Dude, my favorite thing.
You guys talk shit about me. I heard
Uh-oh.
that.
Ooh,
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Here's what happened.
Shit
I
just-
want to hear about
shit
it.
just got real.
One of my favorite moments on the podcast, I had completely forgot about because Justin came over, brought some amazing like milkshake IPAs, got me super fucking drunk, and he's like telling me about this camping trip, and of course my demented mind goes like some gay shit,
Space
right?
camp all over again.
So I'm like space camping trip. So in my mind, I'm ready to try to make a Brokeback Mountain joke, right?
Yes.
But instead, he describes to me that Ian and some other dudes I know, and I go, "Oh, I get it. So your camping trip is less Brokeback Mountain and more like Magic Mike.
No,
and he goes,
it's
he goes-
Brokeback Mountain.
And he goes, a little bit, yeah. And I go,
Oh, yeah,
it's like
fuck
Magic
you. No,
Mike, but
fuck you.
fatter.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
So I forgot
you.
about this. I totally forget this happens. And then I wake up. It's the next morning. I'm on my way to go get coffee with my wife. And all of a sudden, I just get a I get a text from Ian. And Ian's like, it's like Magic Mike, but fatter. Ha ha ha. Fuck you. Dude, I laughed for the entire day. I just kept chuckling about that. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Don't be scared. Come on,
Your
don't be
turn to
scared.
Throw up.
Don't
I
be
got this.
scared.
No, I got this.
There it is.
What's wrong with you guys?
Fuck you.
Hey
Those
man,
things
if you're
fuck
gonna
me up, dude.
spew into this.
But those things are wonderful. They get you where.
Shots.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Pens.
Oh.
They get you where you need to go.
Oh, that's a pen? I thought that was a prophylactic.
That's a pen
It
15.
is a prophylactic.
No, we Justin and I shared a tent. We just got back from the Boundary Waters about a month ago. He has to masturbate in front of me.
Listen,
Kissed that.
I was
man
very
on the
offended.
lips.
listen. Have you guys ever camped in like the new style hammocks?
No.
No,
Dude, they are.
oh, they don't support 300 pounds.
Yes, they do.
We're
What
fat.
the fuck
Mine,
they do?
mine
The
support,
fuck they do?
It's
Mine
the trees
supports-
you got to worry about.
Talking to two fat men over here.
mine is a 2-person. It supports up to 480 pounds.
That's a lie.
100%.
So I need a 2-person one, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Double, not offensive.
Double your pleasure, double the fun.
Facts.
Jesus Christ.
You need it. Facts. You need a 2-person.
Yeah, that was so much fun though.
They're
Like,
so
we,
much
we
more
went up there
comfortable.
for like
I should get a hammock.
5-6 days. Big
Dude,
dirt
hammocks
bus.
seemed like a good idea on paper.
No, the new ones are amazing.
What do you mean new ones? How do you improve on the hammock?
There's
So
been a
it's-
there's been a revolution. You've been awake or you've been
It's-
asleep.
Is what it's not.
Wake up. Wake the fuck up, bro.
Is what it's not is a bunch of rope woven together with bars, so it ends up like a table that you
Oh,
lay
so you
on.
mean it's a swinging bed?
Oh, so it doesn't like
From
suck
2
you in like a
points.
clam.
Yeah, yeah, and then
Like a
you
giant
can,
clam.
and then they do what's
Or
called
vagina.
an underquilt that
No,
you
that's-
put on the bottom of it.
that's
so like
someone
even
who-
in like,
no.
dude, I'm telling you, even in like 20-degree
This one's
weather,
had a
you'll
hysterectomy.
be toasty. You'll be
That's
good.
someone who didn't know how to
swim
sew
around.
and made the thing
Anyway.
too big and was like, oh,
It's like
fuck
a
it.
giant
Sell it.
vaginal mesh. for
We'll go.
your
Listen,
body.
we'll go camping sometime. We'll
Oh,
do a
yeah.
bunch of mushrooms.
Absolutely
You guys
not.
can sleep in your fucking tents, and I will sleep in my hammock, and we'll see who feels better the next day.
No.
Fucking bitches.
You had me at shrooms. You lost me at camping. Absolutely not.
Have they solved ham ass?
So I lost you and then got you because I said we'll go camping and then do shrooms.
Semantics.
He meant space camping.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in.
Dude, if our
You got wet
podcasts
lips.
blow up,
Sorry.
if both of our things blow up.
Well, back-
So have you guys seen John's channel, by the way?
Nah.
it's me just. I turned like comedy bits into these little informative.
Well, you got
YouTube-
like 3 or 4 different things going though.
Well, yeah, there is
it's
more.
not just the one.
Yeah, there is a video podcast right now. It's kind of
I've
a
seen a couple. of them.
disaster, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
Well, you guys are finding your groove.
Yeah. I mean,
like-
it's fun to do.
Like here's what most people don't know is what you're doing now. I
Yeah.
did 2 years ago and never put it out.
really.
Yeah. So I did a version of this podcast
Mm-hmm.
and never let anyone see it.
Okay.
I had like 8 episodes and I was like, nope, isn't working.
And the world rejoiced.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, I believe that right now it's better to go. Fuck it, I'll put it out. Than,
I love you guys
than-
so much. I'm so
roasting
glad.
you.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
I
So
love
you're-
it. I love
so
you
you-
guys bring me back down to earth
you
so
do a
well.
full-length podcast kind of thing?
We've started that. There's one
I
where
haven't
it's
seen that.
It's
Me-
called Rum Dumpster, right?
yeah, rum dumpster. Well, because I set it up. It's
That's
intentionally
good.
not even me. It's 2 of my favorite ladies who are very funny, like reviewing TikTok videos, just doing stupid shit. And I worked it so I'm Ed McMahon. Like I'm just off to the side laughing at them and drinking like while just being like. They get into fights and stuff, and it's great. And I do want to do one where it's interviews someday, but I enjoy just having them talk shit and then me just dying, and I'm like just running all this stuff.
Remember on the Tom Green show back in the day? Who was that
Glenn
guy?
Humplick.
Glenn, yeah.
Because that was
so,
what I was
so you're
thinking.
the
too. I
Glenn
was like,
Humplick.
yeah, I'm just
So
sitting
you're
there.
just like in a window frame going,
Yeah, I'm just encouraging them to be worse, and it's really funny because it's like, I got Alexis and Meredith. Their chemistry. You don't see a lot of female Abbott and Costello like duos, like that natural. One's just like pissed off, and the other one's goofy, and they're just get into it all the time. Maybe like Whitney Cummings and Andy Letterman or something like that.
There you
but
go, yeah.
but they remind me of that, and I'm like,
stand Whitney
fuck, I'm gonna
Cummings.
stick them in that
She's so
situation.
fucking neurotic.
And I'll be Glenn Humblake.
She's
I'll just
so
sit there just
neurotic.
encouraging it and laughing, but then like and running the tech, but like not having this is the John Wheeler show. There's enough of those, you know. So I'm like, hey, you guys just read the local Camden fucking neighborhood news and just bitch about shit.
They're just naturally hilarious.
Yeah, it works really, really, really well.
I'll have to check that out.
And Meredith helps me film my other comedic thing, so it's like it's people that are all like in house.
Here we go again.
It's people that are all in house to making the channel work or whatever. But we also just do the like, hey, let's just get drunk after we film and put out an hour of bullshit, and it's really fun. It's a good way to unwind because we can't go out to bars. You know, I'll use my bar.
And then you're gonna do a cooking show soon.
Yeah, it's called Eat My Shit.
Seriously?
That has Alexis in it and our friend Bill, who's going on the guided mushroom trip with me. And that one, the dynamic is Bill is awesome, but he's a little bit of a kind of a kicked puppy beta male, and Alexis just yells at him. Like it's like, Bill, what the fuck are you? They both know how to cook really well, but she just shits all over him, and he's like, oh, okay. And it's incredible.
Come on, Bill. Listen to some Patrice O'Neill videos.
So Bill's finding his groove as that guy. And Bill is awesome, and Bill comes over, but Alexis
She just took your power, Bert. She just took your power, Bert.
Dude, come on. That was an amazing impression.
Patrice O'Neill is a treasure who's dead, but
He's my all-time favorite.
Wait
to
say it.
My favorite
He's a
stories.
treasure who's dead.
why do I?
It's unfortunate.
I almost said living legend. I'm like, nope, because
My
he's
favorite-
dead. So treasure, who's
He's a
dead.
legend.
My
Yeah.
favorite
dead
favorite stories about Patrice O'Neill are from Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
Like
Bert
Bert
or
Kreischer's-
Bill Burr.
Well, his version of reality is just funnier than
Dude, because
Real reality.
I'm telling you,
or Opie and Anthony. Those are the best.
the two best. Yeah, if you're talking about like experiences, like
Yeah.
interviews, like direct.
yeah, hundreds and hundreds of hours are
Yeah.
on YouTube. It's awesome.
Correct. However, when somebody else is telling a story about Patrice, here's what I'm saying, man: is Bert Kreischer is the second best storyteller in comedy right now. The only best,
Highly debatable.
the only better storyteller than Bert Kreischer, in my opinion, is Dave Chappelle.
No.
What the? What?
No.
Chappelle then Kreischer?
Yeah,
he doesn't.
No.
Is he really a storyteller? He
that's
kind of
all
is.
he does.
He's more of a point maker, though,
I'm sorry,
in a way.
but
Bert
I mean,
Kreischer?
the-
No,
or
Chappelle. Chappelle's a bit more of like a
Chappelle's
point maker.
via
'Cause
stories.
Bert doesn't make any points.
Kicker in
He's
the
just a storyteller. It's pure.
Yeah. Bert doesn't even make any jokes.
Yeah, no, he just
laughs at himself and doesn't wear a shirt, so he's goofy, so he gets laughs.
Once he
Well, I
learned,
laugh at him because he's funny, but
Bert
he's
used-
more of a story guy.
Bert used
He's
to be
fat and racist.
If you listen to Comfortably
He
Dumb,
fucks dogs.
no, he
fucks
smells
dogs.
like shit and he fucks dogs. He's not racist, you guys.
Not anymore. That was last year.
Turned
That's
over
so
into a leaf.
2019.
No,
I
once
love
one
Bert. That's
Bert
why I
Kreischer
shit
learned how
on
to
him
tell
so
the
much.
machine story, because I've been following him for a long time. I've watched his evolution, and
Same,
I'm saying
yeah.
once he used to be. If you listen to Comfortably Dumb, he was set up punchline. Like you remember the fucking Bert's the worst name to have while you're having sex. Bert.
Yeah.
Like it's a hilarious joke, but he was set up punchline.
yeah.
However, once he learned how to tell the machine story, like he learned
Make him choke on
he
it.
learned how to be a great storyteller, like a great storyteller. Whether it's flying, no, I'm good, dude. I'm gonna stick this in your ass.
It is
You're gonna
my.
make-
You gotta
you're gonna
piss?
make me
It is,
boof
no,
it?
it's my turn to piss.
I've been trying to get you to boof all night, and now you're threatening me to. Don't threaten me with a good time, man. You're gonna,
I am the good time.
You're gonna boof some vape up my ass. Hoops holds it open.
Yep.
And you'll blow into it, and then he snaps it shut in the last second, right,
So
right when it
basically,
fills up.
so you're Steve-O.
Pressurized.
You're Steve-O.
40 psi I can hold. That's all I can hold. Anyways,
If I want to, if you're Steve-O, I just want to be Johnny Knoxville. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Like Johnny Knoxville got the best end of Jackass.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not.
You know-
he
I
mean,
did, no, he
he's-
did not.
There was those
No, no,
two,
no, no,
there
no,
was
no.
those two
He's-
others
no,
that got
no.
the worst end.
Jeff Tremaine got the best end of Jackass. hands down.
Tremaine.
The guy who directed it. And
Oh yeah.
the little
Oh,
brainchild
yeah.
behind it was like, hey,
Yeah.
the devil on the shoulder. It was like, hey, you should go do
Dude,
this.
that's what you would do.
Hell yeah, it's what I would do.
That's your purpose.
I'm not about to do anything like that, but you should go over
Yeah.
there and do this.
And I'd be Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah,
and
he
you
would-
convinced me to fucking get 20 fucking concussions.
Hey,
They kill myself
you guys are a
when I'm in my
three-piece?
40s. Yeah,
Huh?
You guys are a three-piece?
yeah. Dude, our bass player used to tour with Steve Vai. He
I don't
went to
give a
high
fuck
school-
about
went to
that.
high
Shut
school
the
with him. Isn't that some
fuck
shit?
Dude,
up.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding.
You do give a fuck.
No,
I'm
he
just kidding.
Doesn't. He doesn't.
No, I do. That's actually really impressive. I'm
Oh, dude,
totally
he's a
joking.
he's by far.
But
the
here's
best
what I'm
musician in the
thinking.
band.
Here's what I'm thinking. You've went and gotten beers a couple times. You saw the jam space right there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about opening this up and figuring out a way to install either more cameras
Oh God.
or reinstall these cameras over there. And then over the winter until we find a real venue, I want to live stream some performances.
That'd be cool.
Terrible.
Dude, that'd be
idea.
great. That's a great idea because then you
Terrible
could
idea.
interview musicians or whatever and like have them or bands and just have them perform a little bit.
Dude, is what I'm going to do.
That's
so here's what
fucking great idea.
So here's
No,
what I'm thinking
it's
is
really not.
You got to find someone to mix the live performance.
I'll do it.
No,
Like here's
that's even
here's what's
worse.
here's what's gonna happen.
Let's get drunk.
Here's what's gonna happen. That's even worse. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna find a board that has enough channels, right? I'm gonna figure out a way to like source the gear because I don't have another 10 grand because that's what I need to do it right.
$10,000.
To do it right,
He's not resourceful.
My God.
If I was just gonna go buy all the gear, I mean the board I need to do it right.
Need or want?
Need $1,000.
That was quick. You're just like need.
$1,000. And then if I want to do
Unless
it
you go
right,
dated.
and then if I
You
want
can't get an app on your phone to do this.
if I want to do it right, the cameras, honestly, $250 to $350 a piece, just like that. And I want to do at least on a.
You're talking 4K and everything.
Well, not only that, but
8K.
we're not like for example, this is a 3-cam setup. It's simple, right? And for this podcast, we're only
15K.
using one. There's no
Wait,
reason to switch cams.
There's cameras
like
Yeah,
there's
down
on our
here?
podcast.
20 gay.
But if we do a performance, I might want 5 cams over there so I can switch angles. You know what I mean? So to do it right, if I were to just buy all the gear out of the gate, yeah, if we're talking like 10 grand, like no exaggeration, because I would almost need another computer to do it right. However, I can piecemeal it together and it'll still sound great. It'll still look decent. And I think is what we'll do is we'll have smaller bands like a band like yours, like a band like Johnny Rook, not a 5-piece, like some chiller shit.
Well,
And
that's
then-
a local band. That's
and
fucking
you
kicks
guys
ass.
you guys will play and you'll do like a whole set. You'll do like a full 40 minutes. And then when you're done, we'll take a break. We'll figure out a way to rearrange and get back over here. And then we'll finish like another hour or 2 hours and we'll sit down and it'll be like more than an interview. Like it'll be a performance and then a podcast.
Yeah.
It'll
that's
almost
a cool
be
idea.
like a performance
Yeah.
and then everyone's backstage
That's a cool idea.
at the hangout.
Yeah, as long as you get like really good mixes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those fucking live shows, they do such horse shit mixes.
Yeah. That's
It
the
just-
problem.
And they make you play at 4 a.m.
Yeah. I mean,
Not talking shit.
the
talking
whole
shit.
thing's
Not talking
ridiculous. The whole thing's. I mean, dude, there's a couple people out there doing some live streams that are getting pretty close to being pretty good, but there's something missing, and I don't know what it is.
Talent.
No, no,
Sorry.
no. Believe it or not, it's not that because like the musicians are really good. The music's really good. Sometimes the musicians, all that, and the sound's really good. Sometimes all that and but there's still something missing.
Talent.
I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out as we do these. So like the first 1 or 2 might be a little clunky, just like the first couple podcasts. I don't know if you guys watched the first couple, but like I was way too excited. I was just like balls to the walls. The energy was too high from me. So I was like talking at my guests.
Yeah.
You have a lot of energy.
Well,
Yeah,
but I've
you're-
gotten a lot better.
You're allowed
over
to handle
40
it.
podcasts.
Stop parking. Puff pass.
No
bro.
shit. Quit parking on the front.
Jesus. I thought you were a professional.
Yeah, back to Jews.
No, I'm not a professional. I'm a professional. I rise
I'm looking
above
for
it.
a professional.
I rise above it. I take my circle meat and I make it fit on a square Triscuit.
What?
A delightful surprise.
It's a Spinal Tap reference.
there's
You guys are fucking
Oh,
amateurs.
Shit, I
tried to cut my hair like in that.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I'm not mad. I'm just
like that one
disappointed.
guy that has like the bangs with the long hair. And my hair like
Well,
an Italian.
No,
my hair,
Joe
like,
Tough.
It's like a Spinal Tap deep cut because everyone's like, don't. Everyone remembers, don't play it like there's a bloody angel floating over your head. But that one, I was like, I haven't seen that in a while.
Dude, Spinal Tap, Monty Python, Holy Grail, Big Trouble, Little China,
Oh,
Hot
yeah.
Rod. These are
Are these
Spaceballs.
top movies that we masturbate to?
These are
Yes.
these are comedies. These are,
$200.
these are comedies that must be played in my rotation
You
once
get
a year.
masturbated too.
Once a
Freaking
year, these are movies I watch. You guys got
Yeah.
any of those?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs once.
I
a
watched
like,
Spaceballs. I watched
do you
my
have
son-
the? Do you have a
Robin
movie
Hood Men in
rotation where
Tights.
it's
I'm a
like
Mel
once a
Brooks
year
fan.
you watch that
Mel,
movie?
Mel
That's
Brooks,
how good
like
it
Young
is.
all of that.
Frankenstein.
It's the one thing me and
All
my
right, hold on,
26-year-old
one at a time.
child bride can agree on.
One
like,
at a time.
Her dad showed her all the Mel Brooks movies, like Blazing Saddles, when she was like a kid. So it was like one thing where it's just like, hey, you know something I remember?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like,
Yeah.
yeah, she quotes Blazing Saddles a lot. Probably.
That's probably not
an
a good-
opportune
that's
time.
probably not a
Maybe
good
that's
No, I
maybe
know.
not such a good one quote.
No.
Yeah. That's
Shouldn't
why I
be
love her,
saying
though.
those words, little girl.
Yeah.
She just drops those hard ends so adorably.
No, that's the beauty. They
Sticks
did.
the landing with the hard ER.
Every time she
Not
hears
an A,
somebody
hard ER.
drop like an N-bomb, she's like, what? Did you say the sheriff is near? Like, fuck,
No.
baby, that's so good. That's why we're together.
Oh shit.
We are flirting with danger, boys.
Yeah.
Playing with fire.
I'm
right
waiting
now.
for someone to screw up. That's why I brought it up.
I actually liked the other guys with
Don't
Mark
change the
Wahlberg
subject.
and Will Ferrell.
That was a great movie.
I thought that for a modern comedy, I thought that was exceptionally good.
Wait,
it was
which
really
one?
funny.
I didn't see
the
that
other
one.
guys
The way-
with Will Ferrell and
Dude,
Mark Wahlberg.
and the way The
It
Rock
looked-
and Terry
Trailers
Crews.
look good. I didn't ever see it.
it's really Hollywood, but it's fucking hilarious.
Dude,
I fucking hate those
and the way
Hollywood
The Rock-
movies.
And the way The Rock and Terry Crews
wanna-
Give me some piece
die
of
within
fucking garbage produced
5 minutes of the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, The Rock and
Terry Crews. Terry Crews,
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's who it is.
Can't
Yeah,
go wrong
They die
with Sammy
within
J.
like 5 minutes.
Samuel
of the
L.
movie.
Jackson
It's
as
a fucking
Samuel
brilliant
L.
movie.
Jackson.
It really is. But
Eh?
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
But Hot Rod.
Oh, that's a great
Hot Rod
movie.
Hot Rod is
is on the list.
for me. Hot Rod is the single greatest comedy movie of all time.
Dude, when he punch rages his or punch drunk rages his love. What the fuck does he say?
What?
He says a phrase where he's like in the woods and he's like punch
Oh, he's
dancing
fight
his
dancing.
rage out.
No, he's fight dancing
Yeah.
his rage
Yeah.
out. Yeah, he does the foot. He reenacts the scene.
Wait, though, I
Footloose.
really like punch drunking his love. That's a good Sandler reference, and also it works for this.
Have you seen Hot Rod?
Yeah.
I thought
Have
Not my.
you seen Hot Rod?
I
Not my
can say yes
wheelhouse.
to that, but it has been since it was like new.
all I can
Here's
say
why-
it's not a waste of time.
It's
Why are you saying it that way?
Will you listen to me?
Why are you saying it that way?
Why are
not
you
a
being mean
waste
to
of time.
Will Wheaton?
Why am I saying what way?
Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton.
Jesus.
Why am I saying what way?
I've been drinking
The thing
green
about
tea
Hot
all
Rod-
goddamn day.
The thing about Hot Rod is you can watch that movie a dozen times and every time find something you missed the first time or the last time and laugh your ass off as hard as the first time you watched it. There's too much going on at different layers in the
Yeah.
background shit like you'll just like you'll be laughing so hard at someone's physical posture and their tone you'll miss somebody else's comeback line. So the next time you watch it, his line doesn't crack you up, but this dude's does. And then the third time you watch it, it's something happening in the background that you just start dying. Like there's so many layers to this movie.
I have a fun. So
It's like
okay,
Spinal Tap.
you asked earlier,
I
like
have a
what are
feeling-
certain things, and I actually had to think about it. But like, Ghostbusters is one of mine. It's one of me and David Murder's things where we would get back when he drank, we would get drunk and watch either RoboCop, Ghostbusters, and if around now,
In case anybody missed it, we're talking about the
RoboCop.
movies you must play for
Yeah.
yourself once a year.
Christmas
Fargo.
Vacation during this
Yep.
snowy time of year was one we'd
Perfect.
always watch
Yep.
together. But I would say Ghostbusters is probably my that's my thing for the funniest movie ever actually made, and I watch it all the time. There was a time we were on tour and we watched it every night. If someone had it at their house, we made them put it in. If we were hanging out with them, we're like, we're watching it again for like 48 days. But
Tour's so great.
Ghostbusters was showing, they re-showed it in like the Southdale AMC or something a few years ago, and we're like, let's go. And I've seen this movie. I thought it was funny when I was 5. I thought it was funny when I was 35. Like, it was always funny, but when I saw it in the theater, I caught something I still missed. And the exact thing, and I pointed out to Dave, and he was like, holy shit, is that when they do their first thing, they trap Slimer in the hotel or whatever, like, and Bill Murray's going like, well, that's going to come to $1,000, and then we have entrapment and whatever, that's going to come to $5,000. I missed that Egon was holding his fingers up, giving him the numbers of how much to say to him, like, behind the other guy, and I'd never noticed that, and that... In 38 years of watching that movie, I was just like, holy shit, I missed something. He's like, that comes to, and he's like $3,000, and the total will be, and he holds up $5,000, which is what we charged because he didn't know what he was talking about. I don't know.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Ghostbusters? That's why I was making eye contact with you the whole time, because I knew.
The
original
lie.
Yeah, 'cause I was interested.
Dude,
I was just like,
Bold-faced lie.
it's so...
No,
Shut up.
The comic
And
timing
actually-
in that fucking movie is unparalleled by anything since.
It's true.
The first
this
time
man
I ever,
has no dick.
the first time I ever
So
watched,
dickless here. Shut the
the
grid
first
off.
time I ever watched Star Wars was like only like 3 years ago.
Ghostbusters is better than Star Wars.
I'm just saying, like I really
wait.
was sheltered.
Yeah.
So I never even saw any of that shit.
Dude, is it the second Ghostbusters where dude comes out of the
Except
painting?
Space.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Vigo.
That's
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I like that
Terrifying.
Ghostbusters better than the first
Yep.
one.
I'll say that if the first one
Is
hadn't
that one
existed,
the one that also has a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
no, that's the first
No,
one.
that's the first
That's
one.
the first
That's
one.
the original. But I would say if Ghostbusters 2 is the only one that had come out, it still would have been like really great, but it was just really hard to eclipse the first one.
Wait,
It was
hold
so-
on. Whoa. So Ghostbusters isn't about spiritual apparitions jerking people off in their sleep?
No, it is.
Actually, that happens in the first movie. Dan Aykroyd gets a beach from a dead lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Dude.
seen it in my ass.
No, it
You're talking out of school, my friend.
Netflix has a series about the making of certain things, and one of them
Ooh.
is about 80s movies. And
Oh,
they go
yeah.
through a bunch of them. They go through Dirty Dancing, Ghostbusters. I can't remember the other two they hit. They do 4 for each thing, and they did movies, and Ghostbusters was on there.
Yeah.
And like, so do you guys know the story about like how Bill Murray books anything?
He goes to a library.
No, no. He has a 1-800 number you call.
That's right. I've heard this. Yeah.
No matter who you are,
Yeah, really?
it doesn't matter how big you are.
Where's the number? Let's call it.
You
Can we
call
book him on this?
you call a 1-800 number,
Yes!
and here's what happens.
He loves Minneapolis.
You
No
leave a
shit.
message.
Call
you,
it.
He
You
owns like the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Now
Yeah,
listen.
right, yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Let me just get this stupid point out. Jesus Christ.
Call him.
I'm sorry, my friend met him tearing tickets at that thing at the Saints.
He's
game.
awesome.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter whether you're his best friend or not. You call this 1-800 number and you leave a voicemail. And if he's interested, he might call you back. That's it. So when they
Call
booked
him.
Yeah, he
so
doesn't
when
have
they
an agent
call
is
him.
the thing.
So when
He
they
just-
booked and casted fucking Ghostbusters, they like talked to him and he said he'd do it. And then you know how like if we book a show and I call you and I'm like, hey man, you want to do this show? And
Yeah.
you guys are like, yes. We talk to each other probably a half a dozen times between when you say yes and the actual show, right?
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. Imagine us booking a third band. Hoops has got a band. Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, so there's four
I do.
there's 4 bands now, just like there's 4 Ghostbusters. But
What's happening over here? Drugs?
when we all get the confirmation from Hoops and his band, which is the Bill Murray, no one hears from him until literally an hour before we start filming.
That
That's
makes-
what Bill Murray did.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sounds like a bass player.
Like no one was ever
they so
sure. No one was ever sure that he was actually
Like
going to
that.
show up and film that movie. You got to watch that documentary. It's on Netflix.
I will. I
I'm
will
telling
watch anything about Ghostbusters.
you, dude. And especially if you're a fan of Bill Murray
I am.
and like, because
Huh?
You want to talk about a national treasure?
Oh yeah,
Let's talk about.
he's a
Bill
living
Murray.
life. Bill
No,
Murray's
Chevy
almost.
Chase.
You already mentioned it. He owns the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah,
Chevy Chase.
No, a guy that used to play guitar for me.
Chevy
took
Chase
a,
trumps Bill Murray in a heartbeat.
You think?
Absolutely.
Fucking wrong.
Eat shit.
Fucking
Here's the
wrong.
thing: is like
I love his old
I'll
work.
love
Chevy
his
Chase-
shit when he opens that food truck up. But you're fucking wrong.
No.
Chevy Chase
that
is
wasn't a food
notorious
truck,
for
was
being
it?
a
What
What was I
douchebag.
talking
You
about?
said eat my
So
shit.
what? He
Oh, it's a
Bill
cooking
Murray
show.
is beloved by
Yeah.
everyone.
amazingly
do it in a truck.
dry
I
and
could have landed it and I
sarcastic.
didn't.
I should buy a food truck.
So, what are your
eat my
movies
shit.
you watch every year? Hoops.
That'd be cool.
Every year, Fargo for sure.
Okay, Fargo. That's
Fargo.
a great one. Fargo should definitely be in everyone's yearly rotation.
That's top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Coen Brothers,
Agreed.
man.
I hate to say it's
Dumb
new
and Dumber even.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Dumb-
still good.
Fear
We'll
and
get to you.
Loathing.
Shut the fuck up.
Fear and Loathing and
I'm
Pulp
getting
Fiction
loose.
for me
I'm
are
getting
two
loose.
like repeated.
I can't do.
Like I love those.
I
both
love
for weird
Fear
reasons.
and Loathing, but cannot do it anymore. It's just been
It's
too
like
much over
It's like
and
Requiem
over.
for a Dream. You can only watch it once. a
No,
day.
I watched that
Fuck that.
once and then never.
Yeah, fuck that.
I've never
movie.
needed a cigarette so bad in my life, and I
No.
don't smoke. And I never watched it again. I saw it in the theater, and I was like, okay, and then that was that.
Fuck all that.
Committed it to
Dude, what a
memory.
wrong movie.
No, Fear and Loathing, I would just like pop an oxy and start drinking. Like, let's put this on. Woo! Like, it just felt good.
Pop and actually start drinking.
Yeah. Fuck you, liver.
No. Hateful Eight. Oh,
Dude,
anything
That's
just.
how do you feel-
just dry?
how do you feel about Inglorious Bastards?
I have it on
Django.
Inglorious Bastards has like realistically 20 minutes of just gold, solid gold dialogue.
Yeah.
It's the
the
first 20 minutes.
Yeah, the rest of
Yeah.
it sucks dick. It's terrible.
Django is, as far as a whole movie, is better. Like,
Oh, they just
yeah.
Django just banked on the fact that they said the N word. What was it, 81
Oh, yeah.
times? or-
Django was
Oh yeah,
fucking awesome.
Tarantino's never done that in a movie before.
Dude,
like,
okay, so
That's
they
this
didn't
is.
say it once
Are
in
you
Pulp
guys?
Fiction.
You guys ready
but
to
they
rip
said
me?
it a lot
What's
in
that?
Django.
You ready to rip me?
What word are you talking about?
What?
I don't know.
The N word.
Oh,
You ready to rip me?
So Tarantino, have you guys ever seen Tarantino, how he changes his speech patterns around black people?
Now.
everybody does
So-
that, but he does it
Yeah,
really
he
bad.
goes
No,
for like,
dude, when
no,
he
no,
goes-
no,
Don't
Carson
we all do
Daly
that?
does it worse than Tarantino.
Who does?
Carson Daly.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
No,
Whenever there'd be like
no.
a big rapper on TRL, I'd be like, hey, what? You would just start shifting into code talk. Like,
No.
Tarantino does that
I know,
so
but,
bad.
But Tarantino
yeah, I mean,
does
it's
it.
embarrassing watching both of them. But
No, but
still.
Tarantino does it in an egregious way because he goes to like the '70s soul vibe.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey, what's up,
So,
what's up,
brother.
baby?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
babe.
kind of prefer that
Like he-
myself.
yeah. But
He's like, what the?
do you guys,
what the
you
I
guys
want
ready
that,
to rip me?
that Dolomite swag. You know,
I want to give you guys something to rip on me about.
Oh, that's easy.
I mean,
We'll
we
throw it
have
on the
we have
pile.
enough.
I could rattle off
You can
7
just let us
reasons right
continue.
now.
Oh, dude.
Sorry.
man.
I love this podcast. This is my favorite podcast I've done.
I am glad to be here.
This is my favorite podcast I've done. Hands down, my
Just
favorite
fucking
podcast.
light him up.
This went.
You don't gotta give us any
This
more
has
ammo.
gone exactly as I hoped it had gone, and we're about halfway through. So
Oh,
like
Jesus,
we're doing
really?
great. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were on the tail end of this. Oh, this is gonna get bad.
It's like 10:30.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
dude. I mean, yeah.
When's it
Holy
end?
fuck, we are at 2 hours.
goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness
And in an
gracious.
hour?
It ends whenever we want it to end.
We lost all our viewers.
Okay,
No,
my
it's
favorite
all
Tarantino
two.
movie.
He never had. Yeah, both of them.
My favorite.
Damn it,
They're Justin,
Justin
too.
and
There's
that
three.
other guy.
We got
Yeah.
three.
They called in so they could sneak out when the band starts after 2 songs. Like, all right, well,
Can we count ourselves too? So it's 7.
I'm never watching this.
No, hell no. No.
All right,
Not a chance.
rank your favorite Tarantino movies in order. Just the top 3 though.
Jackie Brown.
Pulp Fiction for me. God, I don't know where to go for
True Romance.
Hold on.
Oh,
just,
True-
just let's
that
go in
doesn't
order.
count.
Let's go in
Alright,
order.
great.
Let's
He
go in
wrote
order
it.
because this is getting chaotic.
Yeah, let's be
go,
organized
Let's just go in
about
order
this.
because
Shit.
I'm curious about this. This is one of those fun things.
All right.
You know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for me is kind of up there
Sure.
for like a lot of weird reasons. But I
Terrible.
mean, yeah, I'm sure you don't like it. But Pulp Fiction. I might call like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and Django.
Okay.
That might actually be it for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay. Hoops.
What are we doing? Like top 3?
Top
Yeah.
3 Tarantino movies in order.
I love
True
crime.
Romance, Jackie Brown, Hateful Eight.
Okay. Now Tarantino is just a writer on
He
True
didn't
Romance,
direct
but
that.
I'll give
That's
you
like
that one.
Still, his
I'll
name's
give it
in
to
bu-
you.
Oh, in that
that's
case,
one of
number 1, Dust Till Dawn. And then
No, shut up.
no,
I'll give it to you. I'll
That was
give
an
it to
awful
you.
movie.
I'll give it to you.
Except
It
Selma
was.
Hayek, am I right? Oh my god.
Oh,
I mean,
this
the
is your-
opening.
Salma Hayek?
Dude,
Yeah, she was
the
in
titties
Dogma.
in the opening scene. Let's.
But that voice.
Son, what?
we got
I would have to say True Romance. They do
Mhm.
have a director's cut of it on YouTube where they cut it in the same way that Tarantino wrote it.
oh,
So you can actually watch that.
that I would love to see.
That movie's so great. It has
Okay.
so many great actors, everything whatever. Actually
Just
what I like
little
better.
moments.
I do like Django. I think Django is his best movie he's ever done.
Okay.
And then I don't really give a fuck.
You guys are gonna
That
rip me,
after
but
two.
for me, it's believe it or not, it's Inglorious Bastards.
Wow.
And then it's debatable. You could switch these two. You could make a sound argument for either one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Django. It's those. It's.
I never saw Once Upon a Time in
I'm-
Hollywood.
dude, there's
I probably
some-
should watch that.
Dude,
I saw it in
Brad-
the theater. It's really good.
15
probably
minutes.
watch
Brad
It's like
Pitt's-
Inglorious
But
Bastards.
Brad
15
Pitt's-
minutes of good
Brad-
and then just crap.
It feels
Brad
like
Pitt,
Tarantino
2.5
made a
hours
Coen
of
Brothers.
I
crap.
believe you.
Brad
That
Pitt,
is what that feels like.
Brad
What's that?
Pitt's
the
performance in Inglorious Bastards is so fucking
But that's
hilarious.
it. That's it.
But dude,
that is
Brad
all
Pitt-
that's
it's
got.
throughout the entire thing.
Dude, Brad Pitt's performance in True Romance
Great.
is the best Brad
Amazing.
Pitt.
Yep.
But-
It's so funny.
Amazing.
But the
Stoner-
reason,
right?
the reason I go with
I
Inglorious-
relate with that character.
Hey man, don't fucking condescend to me, man.
I'll fucking
Fuck
kill you,
up,
man. I'll fucking kill you, man.
fucking kill you, man. Come on, that was his best performance.
Hey, where are they? They went to the airport. How do you know they went to the airport? Because they said they were going to the airport, and then they left.
Oh man.
Oh fuck this guy! And then they storm him out.
Like
and he's
Tony
like,
Soprano
and then
was in
like,
that movie?
and then like 10 seconds later, no one's in the room anymore. No fucking condescend me,
Dude.
man. I'll fucking kill you. And he's got a bong on it. No, but okay.
the final
reason,
gun scene.
the reason it's Inglorious Bastards for me is because it's
Mike
not only
Myers.
Brad Pitt's
Mike
performance.
Myers'
No, it's the
performance.
Jew hunter, man. Dude, that
bear
guy.
Christoph Waltz.
That guy
He was the
took-
best thing about Django. Also,
Dude,
I mean,
exactly,
yeah,
and
he
that's why
was.
Django's in the top 3
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
like, dude,
that guy's great.
that guy, man, and then
Love to go
Brad
to space
Pitt,
camp with him.
dude, and I want my scalps.
Oh my God.
That fucking speech, the
Dude,
whole
when they
time
try
I'm
to-
like, woo,
when they try to do the Italian accent.
yeah,
Buongiorno.
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 Yeah.
See?
Oh man, I love that movie so much. And then the theme that they run with the carving the swastika in their heads throughout the. I like my Nazis in uniform, and so I
Yeah.
can see them. Dude, it's like I don't know, man. I love Tarantino's alternate history. Like that's why I love Once Upon a Time.
I enjoy that too.
Because that ending
People
scene,
shit
I
on
was
that.
laughing my ass off in Once Upon a Time at the end of that shit.
Oh,
when
yeah.
when he grabs that acid cigarette, he's like, "Here we go." I love Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
dude. He's
a
the
lot of
man.
stuff happens in that movie. I also love, but I'm guilty of like, I was saying that a few minutes ago that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is like if Tarantino directed a Coen Brothers movie where it just has this sort of lackadaisical pace of just sort of stuff happening, but then they like kill the Manson family. Like it's, but I also like that era. I love old school Hollywood. I love the '60s. I'm a big Mad Men. I mean, look at me. You know, it's just I'm just a fan of that kind of shit. But also,
I mean,
love
just
it.
look at me. I'm a total piece of shit.
But I also love it when people get shot in the face. So that Tarantino is kind of the way to go for me.
He's just so fucking cool. I swear to God, it's between
He's not that cool.
for my when it comes to filmmaking.
Not
I don't
around
wanna
black
hang-
people.
For me, it's
I don't
between
want to
him.
hang out with him.
It's
Seems
between
a little-
him and Coen Brothers. It's for me.
I'd be so
actually, you know what?
offended.
Yeah, I fucking love Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
And,
That's one of my
Those are the
other
main tops.
favorite
And
things.
and Chris Nolan,
God, I'd be
man.
so offended.
It's those
Yeah.
three for me right now. It's Chris Nolan, the Coen Brothers, and
Nobody
then
would know
Tarantino.
who Chris Nolan was if it wasn't for the Batman.
No, The Prestige came
bullshit.
out before that. And
Or
it was one
Nolan
of the fucking
Ryan.
best movies ever.
The
Bullshit. He hit it big on what's it, Valhalla Drive or some shit.
No, that's Mulholland Drive, and you're thinking of that other guy that I don't like. What's his fucking name? The guy that makes all the confusing,
Is
boring
it
shit.
Memento?
Yeah, Memento is him. Mulholland
Oh, that
Drive
was
is
a terrible movie.
David.
That was a great movie.
Terrible.
David Lynch.
No, it was great. It just went over your head.
No, it was just terrible.
David Lynch sucks. I'll say that.
I liked
don't like
Memento. I did.
It was amazing,
I
dude.
did. I loved it.
I'm
I
gonna
liked it.
tattoo reminders
why
on
that
my
got
body.
Do you know why that
What the
movie got
He's
fuck?
made
a
that
fucking
way?
psycho. That's
What
why
the
it's hilarious.
fuck?
He's a fucking psycho.
Do you know why Memento got made that way?
Because it's fun
So,
for everybody.
no,
Low
I don't know.
budget. That's
they
why.
finished
Low
the movie.
budget.
They finished the movie and it was terrible.
It was terrible.
And they were like,
You're giving him ammo.
Damn
and
right
they
it
were like,
was.
they were like, how do we fix this?
You
and,
don't.
and Chris Nolan was like, dude, tell it in reverse.
Oh God! Play
And
the movie
everyone was like,
backwards.
what? Oh, and
Yeah,
everyone was
that
like,
makes
what?
sense.
And he goes, here's what you do. Here's how we fix this. And he's the one that came up with the idea, like, tell it, each scene goes this way. Okay, front to back, but it's told so you're watching the last scene this way, and then and then you switch between black and white and color in these scenes. And he built a second film within the shitty movie.
I always figured it was backwards because it was about a guy with no short-term memory. So it was like the only way you wouldn't know what happened next is if it was in reverse. So
I
it
just
put you
thought
in
it
his
was a-
shoes.
Shitty movie all around.
That's how they ended up executing
was
it. But
walking
that was
with-
not the original
but he was
plan.
walking-
They didn't plan that. That's
Correct.
actually pretty wild.
But he
Right.
was walking
Yeah.
forward in it.
That fucked me up. Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit. You're the fucking worst.
So what else don't we like?
everything.
I don't know. Let's just ask
Everything.
Hoops.
I can tell.
I don't know.
The
Let's
Beatles.
just ask Hoops. Hey, Hoops, how do you feel about liberals?
Check it out, man. I have a real interesting take on this that's going to blow your mind. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I don't
By
have
the way,
it.
that's my personality. Pretty cool, huh?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, dude, shit, no.
Nailed it.
Ah.
No, you seem like I like
Fuck,
I like
dude.
it.
This podcast. Oh, there's a comment in here. Sam Cook said, old school. Instant
Okay.
classic.
Uh,
You're my boy, Blue.
I like that one.
We're going streaking. Oh, my God. When Snoop Dogg shows up, the whole thing.
Should we go
Hey,
streaking?
Sam.
It is
for
a
being our
little nippy
third
out for that.
fan.
Should we go streaking?
No, that's just the third comment. Don't be a dick. There's more than that. There's a lot of people watching.
There isn't.
Hi, everybody.
13.
There's only 3 people that commented, though. Because
13.
we don't usually acknowledge the comments, so
There's
people are conditioned to
13
not
watching.
comment.
That over and under is
Dude,
13.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
taking
whoa,
the
dude.
under.
13 plus 3 comments is a possible 16.
That's a possible 14.
There
if
might
you're
be some
realistic
overlap,
about
though.
it.
Just so you.
You guys, come on. There's at
Poor
least
Jared.
18 people.
What is it? You can see the numbers right now.
I
I'm
refuse
going
to look.
12. 12.
I'm not looking.
Come on, look.
No, I'm not
Just
going to
look.
do it.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, what the fuck are those 12 people doing tonight? They're listening
This
to
is
us.
about us.
Cold
And
out.
here's the
John,
thing
you're
is,
close enough. What is
People
it?
are going to watch
I
this.
kept trying to figure it out. I actually can't even understand what I'm looking at.
I guarantee you.
Look for a number. Just
I
start
guarantee
blurting
you-
out numbers.
Oh, okay.
I told
7.
Jared he had no
I
idea.
see the
what
number
he's in
2.
for. Getting us
No
drunk.
shit.
It's in
I
front
know,
of
I
a
was
W.
I was wondering the same thing. Like,
Like, are you sure?
Eric-
Me noobs.
I don't actually
Eric
think
texted
it
me today and
tells
was
you.
like, "Oh, have fun on the podcast." And I wanted to
Eric-
text Eric and be like,
Guys?
"Yeah." I was
Yeah.
like, I wanted to be like, I don't know if Jared really knows what he's getting in for with this.
I knew exactly what I
No,
said.
you. I don't think you did.
Oh,
Dude,
I
Hoops
did.
and I got a history. We get
Ooh.
wild.
Adblock Plus is
I don't
block
think we
free
get wild.
ads,
We
so
just get
that's a
we get
number.
mouthy.
We get harsh.
B is a
We
number.
have strong opinions.
Honest.
Yeah. Honest, yeah.
So, Hoops,
Don't go back to the liberal shit. I don't want to.
how do you feel about the Jews?
They're all right.
I can ask that question because I'm Jewish.
Are you really?
You know my favorite thing about being Jewish?
Dude,
Nothing.
Dude,
Hiding the horns.
I'm surprised he didn't slam down his headphones and walk out.
Holy shit! Okay? Let's talk about the new Borat movie. Did you watch that?
My favorite
Yes!
part of that movie.
shit was
Wow.
amazing.
My favorite
Dude,
part of that
better
movie is
than
when
the
he
first.
walked in.
yeah,
Better than the
I watched it twice
When
in
he-
one day. I
so
never do
funny.
that
When
shit.
he walked into the
I showed
synagogue,
other people that came
the
over.
period dance.
dude,
Oh my god!
when he walked
shit was
into
so
the
funny.
synagogue
He
with the
was-
fucking bag of money and the long nose
Oh,
with
Jesus.
those pants and that dude, I was dying. And that Jewish lady was the sweetest, nicest
I know,
fucking
I
woman
know,
on the
I
planet.
know.
On the planet. Literally, she's the last messenger of God.
I wanted to fuck her so bad.
I wanted to marry her.
I know.
wanted to divorce my wife and marry that 85-year-old
No, you just
woman.
bring her in as a ththruple.
Yeah, you just want to give it to her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's all bullshit. I wanted to bring
She was
her
a
into the
sweet
house
lady.
to have her do dishes
Yeah.
and give wisdom. She'd be a great marriage counselor.
She would. She would be honest,
Just live in the house.
cruelly honest, but in a way that makes you understand.
Yeah, and just
That would
live in
be-
the house
yeah.
and just tell everyone how to live their lives because we have no idea what
No,
we're doing.
we're fucking.
I
up
think
pretty
we got
hard.
it figured out.
you got it figured out. It's also a disaster.
Hey man, doing whatever I want all the time with no regard for anything. 40 years running, not bad.
My goal now is
I'm not
now that
40.
I took enough mushrooms.
No, I'm 40. I mean,
Oh.
I've been doing that.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
Not
36.
Recently, early
Doesn't look
September.
you don't look a day over 35.
Oh, there's a painting aging of me horribly
You
somewhere.
actually, honestly, you don't even look 35. You just look like a fat 29-year-old.
Right? Like I look like a kid that just gave up early.
God. What the fuck?
I look like I look like a lot of things and none of them are good.
Fat 29-year-old. It's accurate. It's accurate.
You
I
actually
look
look great.
I look
dude.
like an alcoholic
Here's
baby.
the thing. No, here's the truth. Like, no blowing smoke. You actually look great.
Thank you.
Like, you
So do
have actually lost weight, and you're thinner than you were last time I seen you, which was like 8 years ago.
I made a deal with a gypsy woman.
You got her number.
It's all
she-
black. Yeah, I
and-
do.
And you know what that deal was?
fucking
It's tattooed on my
The
stomach.
deal was he had to sell his soul, and all she did was wrote down a ketogenic diet for
Yeah.
him.
Just eat pork
He
chops,
could've-
dumbass.
He could have looked it up on the internet, but
And
instead
bacon.
he sold his soul to a gypsy woman.
I know. I wasn't using it. Fuck
Google-
it.
The answer was literally on his smartphone, but he went to the Himalayas.
Just take NAD and intermittent fasting, bro. Do a little DMT.
Oh, fuck.
That gypsy woman's name, Joe Rogan.
Actually, it's Steven Tyler.
I thought it was Joey Diaz.
Oh yeah, he looks great.
Steven Tyler? No, he does
No, I
not.
meant Joey Diaz.
Oh, no, he does not.
That's the joke.
I love Joey. God,
I love Joey Diaz.
Ah,
I
no.
feel bad.
Okay, he was on your mom's
Let me
host,
tell you
the
something,
second
dog.
special there, and he showed his balls on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, he talks about him enough. It's about
He
time we
also-
saw the goods.
How were they?
No, do you also remember he
How
showed
were
us-
they?
I have bigger balls than him.
Do you remember he,
I got giant balls.
Dude, I'm all balls.
All
balls.
You
You're all
should
balls.
take him out.
dude, do you remember when they did the Comedy Store
Mine are
fundraiser?
just really uneven.
YouTube.
Mine are like that.
Do you remember when they did the Comedy Store
You got
fundraiser
breast cancer.
for COVID?
Probably, yeah. I had surgery on my balls when I was a little
what's that,
kid.
Jared?
It was rough.
Do you remember when they did the Comedy Store fundraiser for COVID?
No.
No.
There's like 12 comics. They did like 3 hours. There was broken up into 1 hour, 4 comics per hour, and I think it was in the second segment. Joey Diaz showed his balls in that one too.
Why?
I didn't realize you're such a big comedy fan.
A huge.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
we should- okay.
I get
we should connect on that sometime.
not only am I a comedy fan,
I like
but
comedy. I like comedy more than music.
That's why I switched to doing stand-up
Here's the
instead
thing.
of bands. Also, I don't have to
Okay.
drag a bass
Okay.
amp upstairs anymore.
so we've talked about this on the podcast in the past.
For 5 people.
There's a strange
Yeah.
correlation.
Fuck
There's
all
a,
them.
In Mankato.
There's a strange
Yeah.
correlation
The What's
between
Up Lounge.
3 things. It's athletes and musicians, and then musicians and comedians. It's
Yeah.
like the same person in 3 different avenues. The only difference between athletes and comedians and musicians is their physical ability to dominate another man. Like, other than that,
Wow.
so, dude, that was so sexual.
You could just become a camp
Dude,
counselor
that's so
to do that.
sexually charged. Like, what are you trying to get across?
Man, space
Yeah,
camp.
I've got a little.
Physical
Space camp really fucked you up, didn't it?
I felt a little wiggle when you said that. Hey, what
made
now?
your wiener twitch.
What are we doing?
Made you
I got
guys
like a
wiener
half chub.
twitch?
I got like a
Yeah.
half chub there,
Yep. Got a semi going.
dude. Keep going, bro.
Yeah. I need to be fluffed up a little more.
Finish the story.
yeah,
Yeah, I like where this is going.
So,
Dominate.
but there is a strange correlation between musicians and
Oh my god.
I can't do it. I can't.
Ah, come on. You're on a roll.
This went exactly how I hoped it was.
You're
gonna go.
dominating
I'm
it.
so happy right now.
You're dominating another man.
No, but there's something between comedians and musicians. The way our minds work, the way we come up with something from nothing, and then we refine it down into a polished turd that people eventually love. The difference is what blows my mind is how we are able to write a song.
It lasts forever.
And they write a joke, and
it lasts forever.
And people are people are only down with hearing it once.
Yeah. Unless it's like all retagged and changed around and stuff, you can get away with it.
Like
But
if you're a genius and you can reinvent it, and
you got one
bring
act
it back.
your whole career.
if you think about like,
But that's why he doesn't do specials.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Well, I
He
mean,
did. He did one
just-
recently.
he
That was
just did
actually pretty fucking funny.
Right, but he doesn't do specials.
Normally, no.
You know what?
Not like a Bill Burr,
If
not
Sein-
like a Joe Rogan.
You know what's crazy
No.
about Seinfeld though is he's so angry. He's angry like Bill Burr, and if he had the balls, he could fucking do a special.
He's
like
like
Bill
a
Burr.
I heard
caged
him
up
in
Bill
an
Burr.
interview.
He
talks
is.
about it. He used
Yeah.
to do
He
that.
is very angry.
He used to do a lot of dirty shit. And
Dude,
he went
Dude,
clean.
can you imagine?
Dude, every
coming out
comic
just,
is angry, though.
eviscerating everyone. Well,
Like John Mulaney is an angry man, but he works a little bit more in that Seinfeld space.
Such a cute choir boy.
I love, dude, Kid Gorgeous. I watched that special like
It's a great
3
special.
times when it came out. I
That's
was
a
like,
great special.
Oh,
Dude, all the modern New York comics these days are just phenomenal.
dude, I got way into
Schultze,
Mark Norman
Schultz?
is my new favorite.
Dude,
The
Mark
Schultze.
Norman.
I was just
And-
watching a
and
YouTube
as a
mix.
person, he's hilarious.
Oh, his appearances on like morning
story-
TV and
You know,
fucking
you
shit
know
are-
who Mark Norman is? Mark
incredible.
Norman is the new Norm Macdonald.
You know what? That's actually pretty fair. And I fucking love Norm Macdonald.
Norm is like a goat. He's a goat.
No, he is. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like, but
Dude,
Norm is
Macdonald's
seriously
fucking
good.
but
amazing.
Mark Norman is like a 20. I
You're
mean,
right.
I know he's more than 20.
You're actually dead right. That delivery. Hey, well, yeah, it's like the same thing. No, he's one joke, and he did it on the internet.
and it's
so,
not
but-
just the delivery; it's also the level of wit.
Oh,
Like Mark
Super
Norman's
advanced.
Mark Norman's
Norm Macdonald is super advanced.
Exactly.
Did you hear Mark
Cool.
Norman's his interracial couple on the bus joke? It's the one I give as an example. Well, no, he was just like, I was sitting on the bus, and it was like a Norm joke. This has changed how I feel, by the way. Like, but he was just like, I was sitting on the bus, and there was this interracial couple. You know, they're sitting there making out, and I was just kind of staring at them and watching them, and this other guy on the bus was looking at me, and eventually he was like, "Hey, you have a problem with that? Are you some kind of racist?" And he's like, "No, I'm just a creep." That's such a Norm Macdonald joke. You're fucking absolutely right. I didn't think of that.
right.
Dude,
That's so
dead
good.
on. You're dead on.
Well, now I know why I like him. I didn't need to, but
Yeah.
now I know.
So that's
Yeah.
Mark Norman.
Dude, he's
and
very
then
good.
Yeah, I
Schultz-
love that.
There's
dude,
Sam Merrill's up there. Joe Liss is up there.
Yeah, those guys are
Chrissy D, Yanni P.
good.
Those guys.
Schultz.
Those guys. Schultze's the big one up there. But
Schultze
he's
is the
wasting his time with fucking Charlemagne and then Akash. Like both of his podcasts suck.
You're just making up words now.
You're talking
Yeah.
about
Jesus
you're talking
Christ
about
almighty.
Flagrant 2
yeah.
and then his podcast with Charlemagne.
but he's doing what he can during COVID. You know what I mean?
Dude, he'd be
Like,
better by himself.
he
By
can't-
himself. He
here's
is
the
better
thing.
by himself.
He
His
came
videos
up-
that
he
that
came
does
up
by
with
himself.
Charlemagne though.
I
He
understand.
came up with Charlemagne, so
I
he's got
understand that,
loyalty
and
to
Charlemagne's super famous.
that. And he's not bailing on Charlemagne. They're OGs together.
Dude, Charlemagne's such a fucking nutcase, though.
Charlemagne's a weird dude.
Dude believes in angels and shit.
I mean, Charlemagne's a weird dude. He's cool though.
You
know,
he believes that angels are fucking real.
The way you said that,
You do believe
he believes in angels and shit.
do
man.
believe You do realize,
Angels are real.
There's angels in the outfield.
regardless of all that, you do realize Charlemagne is literally
San
the
Fran.
Black
That's
Panther.
Danny Glover's best work, by the way.
Say what you
Weapon
will.
My ass, angels in the outfield is where it's
He
at.
made me believe in baseball again.
Yeah, he did. Anaheim has a team? Son of a
Oh man,
bitch.
we hit that out of the park. Oh, it fucked up my headgear.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh shit, dude.
You're fine.
No, I'm not.
You're fine.
I can't figure this out.
Yeah, you're
No,
in a pickle, my friend.
Daddy-
What the hell?
You're so close
Oh,
to solving it. There you go. There you go.
There.
Oh.
It was like watching a astronaut in that training thing where he's got to like balance the 3 rings as he's spinning like this.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like on the
Except
side
I'm like
of your
3
head.
times the size of him.
Because
Yeah,
you couldn't see it. You're just like, I'm watching you spin these axes, and then you like just landed it like you.
Yeah, when you got it, it was like David Bowie in Labyrinth of those crystal balls.
it's Hoggle.
Except fat. And
Oh, God. Oh, his fat was in his crotch.
Hey, Hogwarts.
Dude,
That was a noble bulge.
the Bowie toe.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
dude, he had to be stuffing. Jesus Christ!
No, I think that was him.
he coiling that thing up?
All him.
Fucking Christ!
All him.
Dude, he was like fucking.
No.
He was like snatching like a fucking.
The way
that
that...
Hold on.
The trajectory of that
Yeah,
man's
one-
career suggests a massive hog. There's no way. Without just the risks he took, it's got to be down to his knee.
Jared.
Oh, what is this? Dude, this all black can?
I think I drank one of those.
I can't
at
tell if
First
this
Ave
is
back
metal.
When you could go there.
It was
I can't
free.
tell if this is metal.
It was free
or if
and
this
from
is
my
like
fridge.
a symbol of death.
So,
Ooh,
drink it.
Look at the top. It's all black.
Well,
yeah.
he won't drink it because it symbolizes BLM.
I was just saying it's black and thick.
Same thing.
Well,
You guys
Okay,
are being
okay.
so unprofessional right now.
How?
Look at you.
is there a right way to do this?
Dude, we are such cute lesbian couples.
You really are. You should own a bookstore.
I think you're fucking disgusting.
What are you talking about? We are
no clever
adorable.
retort.
Imagine the two of you
Combined-
having sex. Makes
Combined,
the
this
wiener
is
shrivel
500
inside
pounds of
me.
fun. This is a quarter ton of fun right
a
here.
quarter ton of fun. I like that.
That's a
500
great band
pounds,
name.
4 inches.
That's a great band name.
Combined.
Quarter ton of fun.
Yeah.
That is a great
If it
band
was
name.
two fat guys, that
No,
would
it
be so
doesn't even
good.
have to be two fat guys.
It should be though.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It
Bingo.
really doesn't though. Like,
Okay, one
just quarter
really
ton of fun.
fat guy and a regular guy.
No, just quarter ton of fun.
However it adds up.
That's your band name.
Or like
But it's not
five
even-
What instrument
emaciated
you play?
pygmies.
What?
What
Do
instrument?
we
you
need to
play?
rent
T-shirts?
a forklift?
What instrument
I
do
think
you
so.
play?
Yeah, T-shirts.
T-shirts. How many strings does that have?
8. Shit.
You don't play any instruments?
No.
Then what are you doing hanging out with us?
I don't know.
Why do you even like us?
That's a good question.
The only
Yeah.
the only people that like musicians are other musicians
Yeah.
and random comedians.
Yep.
How do you even tolerate us if you don't play like us?
I don't.
This fucking podcast is a shit show.
This is my favorite podcast I've done. This one
yeah.
tops.
That's a lie.
This one tops the Jen Dean one.
This is a good time.
The which
I
one?
watched that one too.
I watched that one too, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Jen
my.
Dean's so fucking awesome.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
God,
That was my favorite. That was my favorite podcast I had done. And this is the first one that tops that. And I'm gonna be
Oh,
moving.
you're just drunk. That's
I'm gonna be
all it
moving.
is.
No, here's the thing: is like I realized this a
We're
while
all
back
drunk,
when I
Bob.
had Wally and Josie on. You mentioned this before the podcast.
What?
You mentioned this before the podcast. You said
Yeah.
you watched the most recent Wally appearance when he had his daughter on.
Oh, right, because he was talking about karma fucking all that shit up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I realized in that podcast and another one, the football ones that I've been doing, is I really enjoy having 2 people on or 3 people on
Yeah.
more than just one person on. So now that we've got our shit rolling, I'm gonna be moving into more dual podcasts where I have 2 people on at once because it's fun. It's more fun for me. It's more
Yeah.
entertaining.
Well, I think especially since you have a lot of musicians.
right.
Because that little group of musicians, it does have that tour bus after the show feel
Yep.
of just like being shitty and, you know, like it really, it is getting captured. And I think that, like, you know, yeah. If it was just a comic, maybe one-on-one. But if it's band guys, you probably have 3 of them. It just
You know
works.
what's weird is like I got into the scene when I was maybe like 2006 about when I moved here I'm from Hitting.
Shout out to Hibbing.
Even in the house.
Racism.
It's a great hockey town.
Oh, hockey.
Yeah, no,
But,
Talk all
um,
the shit you want, but there's some great players that come out of Hibbing playing hockey, man.
At least
Dude, there's
2.
some great racists coming out of there too. Like, dude, they're solidifying Donald Trump.
Why'd you have to
Anyways,
go there?
um,
Why'd you do that?
I hate Hibbing. I fucking hate that place so bad. And if you really want, I could take up the rest of the time talking about
What
how
did
much I hate
Hibbing
it,
ever do to you? Don't answer that question.
It was a lot like Space Camp.
but- Except more racist.
Only it was this.
Race camp.
Dude, so basically, Hibbing is called race camp, and you got molested for being white.
Yep.
I lost my train of thought.
So
I
that's
like that.
It
no,
doesn't
he
matter.
talked about joining the
We
scene in
figured out-
2006.
No, we figured out the
Okay.
story. you lived in race camp and you got molested for being white. I mean, you literally said all those words.
I mean, not in that order.
Yeah, throughout the podcast, maybe randomly, but
You're taking it out of context.
no, you wanted. I
am the context.
You were going to tell an old school Minneapolis scene story, and I want that.
God damn it.
But what was it?
Hey, look at him.
What was it about? Bands?
It's gone.
Anybody
Was it
in the
about-
comments
All
that
right.
knows what
Do you know
he was
what
just
the
talking
hell
about?
he was
Put-
talking about?
Anybody watching, put in the comments what the fuck we were just talking about. Remind us. It's not gone. We'll get it back.
You were
I
talking
smoked too
about
much
Hibbing
tobacco.
being racist.
No, that's where we went.
Yeah, you hated Hibbing. You're
Yeah.
from Hibbing.
You moved here from there in 2006, and you were like, all this shit happened. And
I don't think I said anything relevant to the story I was going to tell.
Probably not.
About Hibbing being racist?
No, it is racist.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very fucking
But
racist.
apparently that's not relevant to what he was actually going to talk about.
No.
And I sense that,
I'm
which
making
is
it
why
my
I
mission to try to dig
asked
this
him
out
why
of
he
your
went there.
brain.
I want to know the segue. Like, where do you go from, hey, Hibbing's racist, and then that segues
Well,
into...
I was probably going to tell a racist joke. I was like, obviously setting
No,
up
the-
a racist joke.
The only racist jokes you guys are allowed to
Race
tell are
camp was
Jewish
already
jokes
the racist.
because I'm Jewish. So you guys can say all the Jewish jokes you want because I'm Jewish.
I got one.
And I'm giving you permission.
I got one for you.
Okay, hit
I
it.
don't know any good ones.
I'm from Sicily and
Oh,
a
that-
fan of...
this
and
is a
fan
good
of,
one.
this
is a good
true
one.
romance. I was going to say.
I've probably heard it.
So I can say it.
I've heard almost all the Jew
I
jokes.
don't listen to enough AM radio to have a bunch of Jew jokes.
So I can't take credit for this joke. Someone else, a friend of mine, came up with this. What is the difference between a cow and the Holocaust?
I don't know.
You can only milk a cow for 70 years. Oh, now it got all quiet. Yeah. Yeah, what does he have to say? Yeah, say it.
No, because that's a great
Yeah, I'm
joke.
laughing off
Like a
mic.
great Jew joke, there is no response. You're just like, yep.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between
I'm
a
just
pizza
gonna
and a Jew?
I'm gonna save it and laugh at it later when I'm not on camera.
What's the difference? Okay.
Because I might get bored when I go
Okay,
home.
sluts.
you know?
Okay, sluts. I'm Jewish. I'll tell you one.
There we go.
And you probably heard this one.
That's the real
If
stuff.
you haven't, then you're stupid. What's the difference between a pizza and a Jew?
Everyone knows this one.
I hope so. A pizza doesn't scream when you put it in the oven.
No.
That's like a dead baby joke just repurposed for a
Oh,
Jew joke.
It doesn't
Those are the
matter.
greatest.
It doesn't matter. It creates an awkward silence because everyone knows it's hilarious, but no one is willing to laugh at it.
Oh, we should avoid the
There,
awkward
okay,
Those are the
wait,
best
wait,
jokes.
though. I want to stop you with the no one's willing to laugh at it as a concept. Having done stand up for a while now, if you don't want to laugh at something but it's funny, you will. You'll lie about it later. And if you don't laugh, it's because it fucking wasn't all that funny.
Right.
Like that is 100% like
So, as
like
somebody-
I've watched so many other open micers be like, "Oh, I guess you guys are too uncomfortable to laugh at that," and like it wasn't funny. Like I don't.
So let me ask you this.
Like, tell me a racist joke that actually is funny, and I'll laugh. And I have.
So
I'll
do you
laugh
do-
at it.
do you-
But
do you subscribe? Do you subscribe to like Bill? I think it's Bill Burr's theory that your job as a stand-up comedian is to like you have an idea, you're convinced there's something funny here.
Yeah.
Your job is to practice convincing people that it is funny.
Oh,
Yes.
you can make anything funny.
Well, that's
If
the
you're
thing.
good
you,
enough.
you can make just
the-
about anything funny.
The involuntary laugh is the best laugh. That punch in the gut, when someone,
unexpected.
especially
Yep.
when their blue-haired partner is like next to them in the flannel, and they're just you tell some weird off-color thing, and they're like, ah!
I'm offended.
But they laugh. You can't hold it in if it's funny.
What do you mean by flannel?
Well, I look forward to going to your
We're a
bookstore.
proud lesbian couple.
I know that's
On
cultural
this day,
appropriation.
the day before Halloween.
But I mean,
All Hallows Eve.
You were talking about Schultz earlier.
Yeah.
I just
from
asked
Hogan's Heroes?
Charles?
Schultz. Andrew
Schultze.
Schultz. Andrew Schultz.
Chelsea.
Oh, right.
And the question I just asked you. Okay,
Yes.
now Schultz took that and he ran with both of these concepts. He ran with this idea and he did that special. It's on YouTube. It's free.
Yeah.
It's called Crowd Work.
Oh,
and
the
his
poor-
theory is
yeah.
this. His theory is this. Most of the people offended in this current world are white women. For real.
No, Burr outlined
Now-
that pretty well on Saturday Night Live. I will never,
And on
I will
paper
never do
tight.
a bit about it.
His
even though I
opening
had
monologue
one,
was
because there's
great.
no point. He already did it.
And
He's just like you swung your Gucci boot,
Yeah.
cut to the front of the line. I'm like,
It was perfect.
I can't be
Perfect.
funnier than that.
I fucking love
Perfect.
that guy.
He's a
Yeah.
master.
God,
He's
a
master.
legend.
He's a master.
He is a goat.
Dude,
But
spot
Schultz,
on.
but here's what I
Spot
want to
on.
say. But here's what I want to say,
He's-
man.
He's a fucking goat.
But here's what I want to say: is Schultz
You're a goat.
Schultz
I'll
sat
show you
there.
my goat.
I heard Schultz say this on several podcasts leading up to the release of that special. He said the reason this one's important is because the whole thing is called crowd work, because it not only is it crowd work, but I show the crowd as if they're also performers. So he had everybody sign disclosures, and he said, so is what I do is I make an Asian joke, and then I pan to the Asian people laughing, and then I make a black joke, and I pan to the black dude laughing.
Smart.
There's no way
And
this
he
can
goes,
go wrong.
and he goes,
Yeah.
so
Just
you,
embraces it.
and he goes,
Genius.
so you don't get, no one who watches this has a right to get offended when the people in the room whom I'm making fun of are laughing.
Yeah.
You don't get that right.
It's a
And
comedy
so-
show.
Right. But is what he did is
Comedy's
he
so
psychologically looked at the game and he went, nope, I'm going to literally do the opposite. And then all of a sudden, within a year, Dave Chappelle came out with Sticks and Stones,
Yeah.
which was groundbreaking for the time we're in.
Yeah.
And then within a
I
month,
thought that was his best.
and then me
That was
too,
fucking
me
good.
too.
that was real good.
And then within a month, Bill Burr came out with Paper Tiger.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like Andrew Schultz is one of those guys who
Schultz came out on the same day as the Chappelle special too.
No, he came out.
he dropped that on the same day.
He recorded it a long time before, though.
He dropped it on the same day.
Right, but it
came out,
wasn't like. Okay, you're actually right. That is correct.
That's
No,
right.
you're 100% correct.
That's right.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
100% correct.
That's right, bitch.
But it wasn't
right.
coordinated that way. It
Say
wasn't
it.
coordinated that way.
Say I'm right.
It wasn't
Say
on
it.
purpose.
No, it wasn't.
is what I'm getting at.
I mean, it was in purpose
Right.
by Schultz, which is kind of a little shitty move, but
And I don't think
It's
it's
like a bad
and
idea.
it-
like you'd get overshadowed.
But here's
by
the thing: is
Chappelle is like one of the biggest.
well, he
stand-ups.
came out with it and he was like, yeah, I ain't afraid to come out with Chappelle, bitch.
Yeah,
Well, in
well,
And I was like, okay,
maybe
man.
you should be because
All right.
But
I haven't
he-
seen it.
Chappelle's the best.
but it didn't. But it didn't
You
come
probably
out.
should be.
But it didn't come out, if I remember right, at the same time as Sticks and Stones. It came out as that other one, like the Bird. What was it called? The Bird
Birdcage.
No,
thingy
the
or
Bird
the-
Inquisition or some shit, with Bird Proposition or some shit. Some weird shit like the
Okay.
something with the bird. That
I guess
first one.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
when
know.
it came. It came out with that
We
one.
need a young Jamie.
But
Yeah,
regardless,
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
pull that bitch.
but
Where's
reg-
your Jamie?
But I can't afford one yet.
He's got
Oh,
COVID.
don't even pay
He's got
him.
COVID.
I need more people to subscribe to the
You have,
Patreon.
you have to have a.
You launched a Patreon. You
No,
got?
I don't have a Patreon. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, you haven't done it yet.
No,
Okay, I finally launched
is
one.
launch really the word to use?
I prefer
I don't know.
raunch.
I launched a
Launch, like-
Patreon, and I'm actually
I have a
starting
very
to put
raunchy
content up there.
Patreon
But I'm. Have you ever heard of the Second Dancer?
on the grassy knoll.
Tiny?
No. I'm not fucking around.
Okay.
I'm not
Tiny
fucking around.
dancer?
I am.
No,
but-
this is a
okay.
serious thing. This is a serious thing.
All right.
It's called the Second Dancer. Have you ever heard of this? Okay, it's a way to explain.
That was a stupid joke. It was fucking hilarious.
It's a way to explain.
It's getting late, boys.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, fuck this.
So
Are you
So-
peeing again? I gotta pee.
so here's the theory of the Second Dancer, right?
Oh, this is my time to pee.
It's a sociological thing, okay?
Okay.
And here's what happens. Your band is playing and no one's up front in front of the stage. No one's
Right.
dancing. Okay? And then one random asshole walks up there
Yep.
and starts throwing down.
Crowd draws a crowd.
Okay? But
Yep.
one guy can't do it. Is what happens is it's the second guy
Okay.
who goes to join the first guy that gets the rest of the crowd.
Yes.
It's called the Second Dancer theory.
That makes no. I've heard. Yeah.
This
I
is a
haven't heard-
real thing.
I
This
know.
is fucking real.
Yes, I've watched this happen. I didn't know there was a name for it, but I fully know what you're talking about. Yeah, the phenomenon. It's why it again old school band stuff. Like I've witnessed like that theory fully in motion of like where you'd almost go so far as to like talk to people and be like, look, you go up, you wait a minute, then you go up, and then this weird ball starts rolling, and it is
exactly. You can
No.
actually manufacture it if you really want to.
Let me tell you, comedy and music, you know what they really have in common? They both utilize, if you're doing it correctly, a Hannibal Lecter grade of psychology understanding. That's like, you just like,
Right?
listen, there's a few ways that this works.
Right.
And you pull those levers and it'll just work. Like,
Exactly.
it's fucking wild. Yeah.
So that's actually on a deep level. That's actually some like heavy level frontman, performer, commanding of the audience shit. Like, you are the entertainer. This is when you go from amateur to pro. When you go from amateur to pro is when you go from trying to please the crowd to telling the crowd what they're
pleased.
gonna like.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And like, man, I'm telling you, it's pretty obvious when you see the difference. It's so hard to explain in words, but
It's magic,
when you
though.
see
Yeah,
it
yeah.
happen, and you see it happen in real life when you go to see a real headliner with a real true frontman, and you watch the 3 opening bands in front of them, and then the headliner goes on, and you go, oh,
Yeah, they have
got it.
That's what they call in the old days in the 70s music industry, it.
Yep.
When you have
The it factor.
that's what it
Thank
is.
you.
And it's no, I'm making a because I was telling you I'm sliding into like I'm making the short comedy videos, but I'm gonna start doing these more like 20-minute long, almost like sociologically educational. They're funny, but they're more weird, fake science video looking things that explain a bunch of weird shit. And
Welcome
one of them
back,
is
Fact Fucks.
Jesus.
I'm working on one called Mimicry and Mind Control.
Don't forget
that-
how
that-
you left the room. I had to welcome you back appropriately.
How did we leave the room? I can't
I
remember.
don't, shit. I actually I don't
did-
remember either.
Did we do something stupid?
We're
got-
about to.
No, you guys have just been dicks the whole night. And I love it. And I love it.
I told you we're dicks.
What'd you expect?
This
Dude, we're
this
fucking
really has been
assholes.
so much
Just
fucking
who we
fun.
are.
We're gonna come on and tell some in-depth stories about our life and
Yeah, sucks.
be revealing and opening. No,
Not tonight.
No, it's been a wild
ride. Jared, we gotta kick you down a notch. I mean, this
Thank you. Thank you. I need that from time to time. I need it.
You're flying too high. The Patreon or whatever the fuck it's called. It's out of line.
Oh, that's the thing. I have 0 subscribers.
Dude, yeah, no shit. Because it's out of line. That's why. It's uncalled for.
Oh, I love uncalled for.
Oh,
So
shit.
that's where I brought up the second answer theory. It's like,
Don't
So-
change the subject.
I'm actually going back to the subject, you dicks.
I had to pee.
So that's how you exited the room, was laughing at me.
And that's
So
how
the
we got
second
back
answer
in.
theory is like no one's subscribing to the Patreon because no one has subscribed to the Patreon. So like,
Good.
once the first 1 or 2 people subscribe, I'll get subscribers to it. But man, getting that first 1 or 2. So
Oh.
I'm starting to put up content. We're getting there. But man,
exciting.
fucking trying to do this shit.
I'll give you
COVID
$1
world, dude,
right
when
now.
Everyone's broke.
Just to get the train
Was that
rolling.
like $2?
Dude,
a
not
month
everyone is
for
broke. let me-
Patreon or what?
So yeah, I have 3 tiers: $3, $5, and $10.
But when you read them and you do the $10 one, it clearly says it's no different than the other one.
And then it says only if you want to.
True. That is true.
I was looking at like some of my favorite comedians. I was looking at Theo Vaughn. I love Theo
Oh,
Von.
And I got
he's
that
good.
idea.
He's
hold on,
great.
hold on.
He
You just
is
reminded us.
fucking
Hold on,
great.
Well,
hold on,
his-
hold on.
his-
Hold this thought. Hold this
his
thought.
top-
Hold this. Pause.
No, hold
Pause.
hear me
Pause.
out.
Pause.
No,
Trust me. Pause. Trust me. Trust me.
ladies,
You just reminded me of something.
ladies.
Where I got the idea.
Calm down.
Where I got the
Wheeler,
idea.
step in, goddamn.
Where I
I'm
got
done.
this.
I'm just listening to you.
You're
guys.
ordained. I mean,
I know.
come on,
Where
get involved in this.
Where I
You're all
got
going
this
to hell.
idea was from your mom's house. So that's how they did it.
My
They were like-
literal mom's house or
no, from the podcast.
Gotcha.
So they have the base tier where you get everything, and then they have 2 more tiers above that. They're like, there's no actual difference. This is just if you want to contribute more money because you're that much of a fan. That's what I'm doing. So
Fair
you basically like right now you pretty much get everything for $2.99. But I'm trying to work in a tier.
On us. I'm
not. I'm trying to answer your question honestly, and that's fine.
Yeah, no,
that's fine. You piece of shit.
But like, no, Theo.
I love you, man. I
Theo-
love you. It's so good to see you, brother.
No
Theo only charges.
This is such a
$2.
great way for us to see each other again after so many years.
Theo only charges $2. I'm just saying.
And Theo's
Really?
Theo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Prices are a little
That's
steep there,
that's
pal.
no, that's the truth.
Patreon flat out tells you don't go below $5
Yeah, he
because
charges,
of the way the percentages and the fees
The
work
only
out.
Patreon I've
He
ever
charges
signed
2
up
for
for
his
is the
his
Doug
big-
Stanhope one, and I'm at the $1 level.
Really?
Because that's enough to get the bonus
Yeah.
podcast. That's all I
Just
wanted. I don't need
saying,
to
man.
look at him on
Just-
video. I know what he looks like. It's fine.
Interesting.
It's low. It's low out there. There's not a lot of money in this right now, but it ultimately results in views and everything, and then
Wow.
you can build on that. But
So
There's so much money in everything. Still.
viewers holler at me if I'm charging too much. I mean, fuck, I don't know.
Four of
I
you.
thought $3. I was like, fuck. I tried to fucking
would
sign
think,
up for
right?
somebody else's.
You would
dude.
think.
Yeah, and my card won't allow it. Like, there's something with my card. It doesn't want to go on Patreon. It works for
$3.
everything else. Doesn't matter the amount.
$3 will get you a bag of chili cheese Fritos, and if you have ever had those, they are fucking amazing.
Are they better than a podcast?
if you got one every
What
podcast,
podcast are we talking about?
Trick question.
All right, it's
Fritos
time.
are better than every podcast.
I'll take another pull off that whiskey.
There we go.
I think it's gone, isn't it? Oh, there it is.
Oh, no, I'm good
Take
then.
another pull out of the glass.
Fine.
I got a little fireball upstairs.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no. Yeah, drink that.
What's this?
Yeah.
He didn't.
E&J
drink all-
brandy?
He didn't,
Oh.
he didn't drink all of his brandy.
Do you
No,
know?
it's
Do you know how
terrible.
brandy is made?
Terrible. Awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
They take a guy named Randy and they heat up a fucking brand.
I'm sure that-
stick him.
A better
and then they make
question.
it to liquor.
Do you know why brandy is made?
I'm sure the
'Cause I
devil is
fucking don't.
involved.
I hope so.
I can answer this question.
The devil's involved for sure.
It's made from the vines of
Apple trees.
leftover from
wine,
the,
wine vines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It tastes
vine
like
vines.
apples.
So once they strip the grapes and they go make wine, the vines they take and they go make brandy.
Well, waste not, want not.
So it's made from wood.
So it's from
Basically, is
it's
the
from
point.
the leftovers, is what you're saying.
Because wine vines, grapevines are thick, dude. They'll get like
And they'll take the
fucking-
second roundings of all the wine the wine grapes and shit, and they'll throw it into.
Yep,
for flavor.
the carcass. What do they call it? The carcass.
The
Whatever it
carcass.
is.
The leftovers.
Yeah,
is
because
what it
after
is.
they mash the
I
grapes,
tried to. I did try to make wine out of meat once.
out of meat.
Yeah, it didn't work. Just so you know.
Did you?
Yeah, no shit.
Did you get to a point
I
where
could've
you were
told
able
you
to
that
drink
before
it?
you
It turns
started.
out fermenting meat just makes rotten meat, not booze.
It's called swine.
All right, but did
That
you
was
have
stupid.
something that you drank and was like, all right, here we go.
Technically, yes, but I also didn't know how to make regular wine either. But I don't think that's completely what went wrong.
Jesus. How was it? How was it?
Very gross and bad. And I didn't get drunk, but I got sick. So I kind of skipped to the end there.
Fair. That's fair.
Have you guys ever hallucinated off of alcohol?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. I've thrown up off of it.
So,
I've been trying
yes,
to say alcohol is psychedelic.
You said yes.
Can be.
You said no.
No.
Yes.
I have two.
Yeah.
Really?
I actually
Like
hallucinated.
Bugs Bunny coming out of a manhole
Dude,
type
no.
hallucinating?
Stuff
or
was, stuff was not
shape,
right.
like shape
No. I
Shape
had a-
shifting?
I had a child sitting in the back seat. My wife and I.
Your
went-
child?
I don't have a child.
Oh.
The hallucination
Well,
was
that's a reason for concern.
we pull up to McDonald's. My wife and I pull up to McDonald's.
Is this the day after or while you're drinking?
Were you
This is the
driving?
night of.
Wait, were you driving?
No, she was driving.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
And I'm so drunk. We get our cheeseburgers and everything, and I look at all the food and I go, "But what about the kid?" And she goes, "What kid?" And I go, "Our kid." And she goes, "We don't have a kid." And I go, "Yes, we do. He's sitting in the
Father.
back seat." And I turn around and I look, and there's no kid there anymore.
What were you drinking?
And I was like,
What the fuck?
I was like,
Do you have?
"Oh, what the fuck!" And I just threw a cheeseburger into the back seat. I was so angry because I quickly realized I was tripping. Like,
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure I was drinking Fireball. You guys want me to go get some?
No, absolutely not.
I would say at least when I drank
Nope.
till the point of hallucination, it was absinthe. You did it with Fireball.
Well, I actually think I'm convinced I got roofied that night.
That's
Oh,
happened to me.
I've been
roofied twice.
I've been convinced I've been
As
roofied
big
a
as
handful
big
of
old
times.
fat dudes, we've probably saved a lot of women's lives because I've more than once when I'm a little drunk, have just taken drinks off the bar and just taking them when they
Yeah.
go outside, but then being
Hell
like,
yeah.
why do I feel like I've had 100 drinks?
Yeah, and why?
Like Alexis would be like, that was someone trying to roofie someone and you just drank it.
You
and
guys-
since you're a big fat drug addict, it didn't kill you. You're just fine. Like, oh, okay.
Do you guys notice?
We're
that
heroes.
Roofies taste like coconut a little bit, like a coconut sour.
I just assume that they're
love
No,
always.
I've never
coconut.
noticed that.
Love coconut.
like
I've only ever drank Bacardi when it's been roofied.
hold
So
on,
I mean,
They're
hold
like
on.
both
Hold on.
pink shots.
Say
They're like
this.
pink
Start
shots.
over.
I've been roofied twice, both in Duluth when I used to live there.
wait, but
I've been roofied twice, both in Duluth. when I
them
used
trying to
live there.
roofie you,
Hold
or
on.
you drank a drink?
John, hold
Okay.
on.
I drank both of the time. I was broke. I was like 19, 20, and I got in a bar. And then
You
like one
roofied
of my
yourself.
buddy's girlfriends, some guy was buying her drinks, and the first night I took one, and I had nothing else to drink, and I was like, for some reason I was moshing a cover band.
Well, it's a party.
And some guy like came up and like threw a drink in my face, got pissed off at me, and then I got kicked out. And then I woke up like 3 days later. Like it took me. And then the second time was pretty much the same exact scenario, but
Wild.
But
Okay, you got
they
roofied?
tasted like a coconut sour,
Okay.
All right.
like
Okay.
sour coconut.
Well,
I don't know.
all of my stories are from drinking drinks that weren't mine that turned out that had been roofied for someone else. So, like, as stupid as that was, and as mad as the person whose drinks I was stealing would always be, I took a bullet. But it would be like someone else would have to piece it together for me. It's like, dude, you got like thrown out of Ground Zero for laying on the floor, and I'm like, I only had like 4 Long Islands. That's fucking nothing. And they're like, I think you got roofied. But since you mix booze and Xanax and Percocet and all kinds of shit all the time, it didn't do that. You're like Archer's mom. You're like, I just got hit with an elephant dart. I just finished my drink.
You get like blackout drunk immediately.
Yeah,
It's
but
weird.
it would be like, dude, I shouldn't be.
Oh, you're so
this,
sloppy.
And then
this
you
fucked
puke.
up.
Okay.
Then
So
you
you've been
puke.
roofied?
I didn't puke.
Pretty fucking sure.
Free drugs,
yes,
man.
Yes. I mean, I'm not
Free
a
drugs without the dick.
I'm not a big drinker by any means. I don't drink
Let him
during
tell
the
the
week
story.
whatsoever. But going to Zach's, my roommate, his Christmas party, I had like a Jack and Coke, a shot of Jack, and 3 beers.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, I'm throwing up all over myself.
Ah.
Like that doesn't fucking happen. So yeah, pretty sure roofied.
Dude, people be
So,
roofie and drinks. It is wild,
Dude.
The amount of people I know.
Great.
dude,
It's
do you know?
fucking great.
Do you know how?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever gotten or heard of anybody who's gotten roofied in Anoka?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like the
That's where they invented roofies.
Dude,
right, yeah.
Dude,
Dude, it's
so-
Christ almighty, it's a
Anoka-
white trash playground.
Anoka
Okay,
is like
so
the
hold
top,
on, hold on.
top 5 cities for being
Terrible.
roofied at.
Right.
It's
okay.
not even
You
a,
get
the whole
roofied
county is terrible.
Slow
It
down.
is.
Ugh.
Let's not talk over each other. Okay. Do you understand how they do it? Because
God,
it is.
They drop it in your drink.
Yeah. It's a tablet.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. No.
They use
So
a
here's
special
what
glass.
they do: is they go after your girl, but they don't go after your girl by roofing your girl. They go after your girl by roofing you.
Oh, they take you out
Yeah,
of the
'cause then
picture.
you
Yeah.
just don't give a shit.
So one
check
of
this
One
out.
of my buddy's girls almost just got roofied, but she caught him. He was just like at the bar, and he just like went like this as she was getting served her drink, just like backhand, and she's
I
like,
wish they would
he
just
just tried
tell
to fucking
you.
roofie me, and we all saw it, and he just like bolted for the door. We couldn't catch him.
I'd
So-
be honored.
It was
if,
at the- it
if
was at
someone
the
wanted
caboose.
to roofie me, I'd be fucking honored.
So both times I got
Flattered.
roofied. I've gotten
fucking roofie
roofied
you.
twice.
Come on your face.
You don't have to roofie me.
Both times I got roofied. Once was in Anoka,
Mm.
and I was fine. Like I was drunk as fuck, but I was fine. Like I'm like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all of our tolerances
That
are
was
all of a
way
sudden-
that
too
wasn't
high.
that wasn't a roofie. That was meth.
You know what I'm talking about, though. No, I was
Maybe they
just
wanted
on
help
booze.
taking apart their microwave.
Just on booze. Just on booze. Just on booze. Didn't even smoke cigarettes back then, right? Just on drinks. Just on beer, actually. Right? But I'm like feeling it. Like I'm having a great night. I'm like full energy. And then all of a sudden we stroll into this fucking bar in Anoka, which there's like 30 of. And all of a sudden, these motherfuckers, there's a biker gang in this bar. And my girlfriend at the time is gorgeous. Okay.
Mm.
So all the bikers
Oof,
start
you're-
flirting with her.
Hey, you're skating on thin ice.
Let
I'm
me
just
give
gonna
you a
let
ride
know.
on my bike. Let me give you a ride on my bike. Let me
You've
give you a
seen
ride
me
on my
back then.
bike.
A
Right?
Schwinn?
So no, like a
Mongoose?
No, like Harleys.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Like a real biker gang, right? So all of a sudden,
Freestyle.
my girlfriend is like being seduced. This is why I didn't stay with this girl, right? She's like being seduced by this idea of riding a motorcycle. And I'm like, all right, listen, bitch. Like, you're not jumping on a motorcycle with some random ass fucking alpha male
It never,
riding around town.
that never turns out terrible.
Like, this is not happening. And
It
she,
is.
she finally is like, okay, I get it. I understand. And then all of a sudden, I decide I'm going to have one more beer before we go. And she orders a drink. I have a drink. And I get this beer, and I drink this beer. And literally, I finish this beer, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's roll, babe. And we call a cab. The cab's there. But by the time I leave the bar and make it to the cab, the roofie kicks in. And by the time I leave the cab, I am so fucking out of my mind. I'm like screaming racial epitaphs at the fucking at the Somalian.
He was a
cab
good
driver,
worker in his day.
right? And
The meditations of his heart.
and the
you were
whole-
losing me with this story, and then you sucked me right back in. Right back in.
and then
Well played, sir.
and then the hotel shows me videos the next day because I lost my wallet, which was in my suitcase, by the way. I lost my wallet.
And after you
But-
found that out, there were more racial
They-
slurs
No,
yelled or
the hotel showed me how I walked through the front door in the lobby, made it just past the tile in the cement floor, and literally face planted on the fucking carpet
No.
in the hallway in the main room. And then I stood up, grabbed my glasses, which didn't break, walked down the hallway, face planted again in the middle of the fucking hallway. My girlfriend at the time picks me up. We keep walking, and they showed me the last camera angle, and right as I turned the corner to walk into my room, I face planted one more time. And I'm telling you, like, walking upright to like a fucking tree falling, you guys, like face planting. I woke up the next day, my entire face was swollen. My glasses eventually did get broken. The first 2 times I picked up my glasses and they were fine, and I put them on my face and kept walking. And that third time I face planted before I even made it in the hotel room, I broke my glasses, and the videotape was my girlfriend just dragging me into the hotel room.
Did you at least get butt raped?
At least.
No, he wasn't at space camp.
Man. No, man. That was the first time I got
He's above
roofied.
25.
I'll save the second time I got roofied for next Halloween.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Are we gonna make it to next Halloween?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's why it was so important we do
Oh,
this podcast.
Yeah. We're going to be fine.
It might all end.
No.
But the version of God I saw while I was on mushrooms last night
Yeah.
told me it's all good though, because in the time-space paradox we already solved all the problems and y'all just got to get out of the time loop.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was Gozer.
Yeah, you little bitches.
You stupid little pieces of shit. You're a bunch of apes.
Yeah. Apes. But they're not so big.
All right, boys, listen. We've been
All
doing this for 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's start wrapping it up.
I'm out of ideas.
Yeah.
Plug your shit that you got to plug.
I'm a dumb cunt
Hey.
right now.
I mean, we're still gonna hang out for a few minutes after the podcast, but
You don't all get
really?
to watch.
Do we have to?
I mean, we don't have to. But don't lie, you want to.
Sure.
But let's just start wrapping up. It usually takes about 15-20 minutes to actually wrap this thing up, because definitely something is gonna happen.
All right.
Good old Minnesota.
So let's do
goodbye.
this. Let's do a plug before we forget about it. You said Constants and
Plug, plug.
Variables. You got an
Plug.
album coming out?
Yeah, Constants
Butt
and
plug.
Variables
Mhm.
Band at bandcamp.com. We have our first album up there for pretty much free. Probably not the best choice to make
Financially.
marketing wise, but
Whoops.
it's okay. It's fun.
Building
it's
the
It's
brand.
it's an instrumental band. We have a new album coming out shortly. It's going to be more like Opethy kind of. We're adding vocals and shit, so should be pretty cool. I don't know.
When is this?
Shout out
Do you
to-
have a date?
No, because I'm the one holding it up right now.
Well, what the
Oh,
fuck?
God,
I mean, I
just,
you,
like,
dude,
I-
the
I
way you
just-
just moved your arms, you got so self-conscious about it. You're like,
I have
this.
like-
You're like, I'm the one holding it up right now.
Well,
You hold that shit up.
I wasn't actually. I was thinking about something else, but
I'm holding it.
I've
up
been doing
right
that the whole
now.
time.
I was thinking about something else, but
What were you? What
I
else
am
were you
holding
thinking
it up,
about?
and I have like 40 hours worth of whatever left to do on the album before we get it.
40? It's a
Probably like
full-time
40
job.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing all sorts of instruments on it. I'm doing all the guitars on it. I'm doing all the vocals. So I'm super picky
I
about
thought you were an
vocals. I don't wanna- I don't wanna
instrumental.
be- This is going to be a
Trombone.
vocal album. So it's going to be like
Yeah, this is
Opeth-
gonna be
it's
a
gonna like
weird
Opeth.
instrumental record.
It's-
But you're looking towards the end of the year.
well, the voice is like an instrument.
But that's prog, baby.
You're actually great. You're actually a great singer. But you're
Thank
you're going towards the end of the year. You're thinking.
Probably, yeah.
So can we
I
get you
I
on?
meant to start getting into it like a month ago, and I'm still fucked up with all my.
So is it just the recording or is it the writing?
Oh, it's just the recording. It's all
Okay.
written. It's been
Okay.
written for like 2 years.
So
yeah.
let me ask you this: can I get you on between halfway between now and when the album comes out,
Fuck yeah.
and we figure out a way for you guys to play over here?
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
Yes, yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
John, what
Dude,
do you
it's
got
good
going
stuff.
on?
It's good stuff. I mean, it's unusual.
Dude, you're a
but,
brilliant
like,
musician. People are gonna love it, whether you like rock or metal
Mhm.
or it's
I did-
irrelevant. What you actually like as far as music is irrelevant. This is what I'm saying, and I'm not
Yeah.
blowing smoke up your ass. Everybody that knows me knows I ain't that guy. It doesn't matter what style of music you like, you'll probably like this band because you guys aren't doing anything.
like Mastodon meets Opeth kind of thing.
But you're not doing anything like you're not trying to be pop, you're not trying to be metal, you're not trying to be rock, you're not trying to be blues, you're not trying to be progressive. You're doing you. At least from what I've heard in the past. I'm not speaking to this new album. You haven't given me a sneak peek. But
We have some cool guest features on it too. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I should plug them, but
I'm just offended I wasn't asked. I guess.
well,
Same.
they're all like, yeah.
Nah, you'll get over it.
We're not good enough. These
They're all-
guys,
well,
these
I was
guys are
gonna- I was
so
gonna
above
say-
our level.
That's true.
They're all so much better than you guys. Actually, I was
Yeah.
going to say that. So thanks for taking the words out of my mouth. But
It makes you sound like less of a dick when I say first.
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm
No,
not.
we just have some good opportunity.
Yeah.
we have just have some good opportunity. Work with some really good musicians on the thing. So it's cool. It's not my doing. So
All right, let's
Not
figure
my
it out.
hookups.
Let's have you come on. Let's
Okay,
have you
that'd be
guys.
cool.
We're gonna figure it out. I gotta find a board, and I gotta find some more cables, and I gotta find. I actually have most of the mics
I have a full setup to record a band. So I mean, I could just-
live.
yeah. Yep.
Let's figure it out
Yeah.
because I want to put a coalition together and
I have
find
a
a
full
spot
studio
to
in
do
my
this
basement
at,
of my
like
house.
through the whole winter.
Yeah.
I want us to take all this equipment, everything I got, everything you got, everything.
I have a
Darcy
full
Pooh's got-
I have a full studio in my basement. I can just have it all hooked up at the same time and just fucking record. I got a dedicated
Yeah,
computer and everything.
but here's what I'm saying is like it's still not enough. Like we need more. We'll talk after the
Fuck yeah.
podcast. We'll get into the
It's
logistics.
like 27 channels.
We'll,
Not enough.
oh, the board.
Not enough, yeah.
The board's enough then.
It ain't
Yeah.
gonna cut the
But-
mustard.
I'm talking about like
The
cameras
interface
and
is 27, so the board is digital.
you. We'll talk after the podcast
Sure.
because there's a lot, dude. Because here's the thing: is it's not just the audio; it's the video. Like there's a whole
True.
other.
Yep.
All the shit we go through with the audio side, you do that again with the video side.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about now.
I know what you're
What?
talking about.
Yeah, I do.
What? Yeah,
I'm
I do.
super paying attention.
But dude, no, seriously though. Darcy Pooh, the guy we called, he does
All right.
video shit. He was on the podcast. We're talking about trying to do something. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get through this winter, and we're gonna like do live concerts. We're gonna stream them. Like it's gonna be cool. We're gonna figure out a way to do it the right way because everyone else is fucking dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you got to plug?
Probably the smart thing would be just my YouTube channel. I decided to start out of a combination of hubris and boredom.
Just
called,
kiss.
You should smooch a little. I would like that. Kiss me like one of your space girls.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
The juice is
He would've-
almost loose.
he would-
I
would've
feel
worked
that.
on.
Huh?
He wouldn't. He would. He would. He totally would.
If the cameras
Well, yeah.
weren't on, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
Yeah.
Wait till New Year's Eve when we
You're
do
just
this
a
again.
pussy.
Oh my god.
You're a pussy.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I got my YouTube channel, The Alchemical Cocktail Lounge, and I'd be promoting my stand-up and/or music I'm doing if we could go do things. But I am working on one musical thing with a friend of mine called Ghost Eater. He's deep into the EDM world, and I'm kind of the second banana on that one. What's happening? Oh, is that the wrong camera? Oh, okay.
You're parking on the grass again, by the way.
Me?
The vape form. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You're parking on the grass. Yeah, shouts out to my buddy Sam Dunn. We're doing a little EDM stuff, which is fun. It's like being in a band, except for you get paid and get to go on airplanes and shit. But of course, none of that's happening right now because we can't go do things. But some stuff's getting produced. Sam actually built these like custom LED masks that like you can have like a matrix of things you can show patterns on that were like. It's fucking wild, but I love the fact that I get to be like not the guy in charge of that for once. Like I'm there to help and be like, that's too long, that's too short, that sounds good. The video needs to look like this, but he's a very good electronic music guy, better than I am. But
When is it coming out?
What is Ghost Eater?
Yeah.
There's a few songs up on YouTube and SoundCloud and stuff that you can find. I made a couple of like. I practiced with that band making like automated videos, which is stuff in After Effects. I would take the different frequency bands and attach them to different parameters. So it's like, oh, the background glows whenever the bass hits, and this thing moves whenever like a snare sound hits, and this wiring all of this like animation stuff into the different sound things. Like I got to use that as an excuse to learn how to do that. It's actually pretty fun. He did a remix of a Searle song called Bass Slut that I put a bunch of weird like effect chains. I like it a lot. I'm a bass slut. It's so easy to get the kids to show up and give you drugs. But in that world, and not just in your drink at a biker bar. But yeah, there's
In
that
Anoka.
in Anoka where we're all going next. But yeah, my main focus
Is
right
there
now
a
is
party going on tonight,
Yeah.
by the way? Because I kind of want to go to one.
No.
no one's partying. The full moon's tomorrow, my friend.
Let's go to that party then.
Yeah.
Is there anything going on tomorrow night?
I got my kid.
I'm doing
That's
mushrooms.
dumb. I'm just kidding. I'm spending
I
the
like
night
to
with my
spook
wife.
him though.
Ooh,
No,
Make him feel
I'm
comfortable.
spending the night with my wife
let's
tomorrow night.
spook that boy.
That's why we're doing this tonight. It's because tomorrow night
This is space camp.
I have a date with my wife.
The veil's going to be very thin tomorrow, they say. I'm
Well-
for it.
Can you be me too if you were molested as a child?
Huh?
I might have just built myself some immunity. To
No, you didn't.
No, not at all.
Pretty much
Anything you opened yourself
yeah.
up.
Yo, dude, everything. As soon as the guy that gets in trouble goes like, "Well, I've been through a lot of shit lately." Oh, well, that's I hope you get help with that and work through that. But that's not what this is about right now. It's about blah blah blah. So yeah, no, you don't get immunity for shit. Also, that's the mic going. You should probably stop right now. But most people that molest kids got molested, so there's a bit of a paradox with the
I've never
we should
molested
defend
a
we should
child.
defend molested kids, but murder and hang every child molester with no trial. And it's like, yeah, but a lot of them got molested as kids, so like you're a child murderer now, but the child is old
Not yet.
and molesting children.
Wow.
Jesus,
I'm just- I'm-
Macy.
I'm disappointed.
Goddamn.
I'm
I haven't done any of those
You're not
things
angry.
yet.
You're just disappointed.
disappointed.
Yeah,
I
that
haven't
hurt.
done any
That
of those
hurts so
things
much
yet.
more.
I haven't done any of those things yet.
36 years old.
I've
can
never
see it in
harmed
your
a-
eyes.
So disappointed.
Yeah.
You're disappointed I've never harmed a child by 36 years old.
Well, not on purpose.
Is that what I'm saying? I might take that back.
All right. Listen, boys, we got to do this again.
Yeah.
This was a fucking blast.
This was
It's a good podcast.
This was R-worded.
R-worded. The Washington R words.
Let's.
That's us. We should rename this podcast.
This is a terrible idea. Terrible.
This was the best idea I've ever had in my entire life.
Terrible. Terrible.
You don't know quality entertainment.
No, it's
this
horrible.
This is pretty good.
This is
This is pretty good. I'm gonna listen to this for sure. I'm gonna be stoned as fuck on Monday listening to this shit. For sure.
So, I'm thinking New Year's, boys. Christmas is weird. We can't do Christmas.
Who's bringing the blow?
I got a good hookup.
Do you?
I do.
Well, I'm glad we're talking after the podcast now.
All right. Here's what we should do. We should get together at like 6:00 New Year's Eve.
Are we gonna be the holiday group
In the morning.
No,
I hope not. God, I hope not.
no.
Buddy, I would love to
No.
see you in this fashion all the time.
In this
It'd be
fashion.
so great.
Drunk?
That's how we work our best, brother.
No, here's what I want to do. I think we get together at like 6:00 on New Year's Eve
Damn.
and figure out a way.
Dominate
PM,
ball.
Oh.
PM. 6:00 p.m.
I'll go
Dominate
New Year's
ball.
Eve. No, first
8 ball.
First, we do some DMT,
Okay.
and then
A
An 8
shitload
ball.
of coke.
Wow.
and then we come out
An
of
8
that,
ball.
and then we come out of that DMT. Okay,
And we just cry for 3 hours.
and then we
Hug.
just,
Maybe
Yeah.
fuck.
and then we just get
Yeah.
fucking hammered,
Okay.
and then do some cocaine, and then start the podcast.
And then start. Yeah, I like this idea.
With
a
our
lot,
buttholes
actually.
burning, we will start the podcast.
No.
How can we sleep with the buttholes burning? Meow.
Here's the thing: is I'm not sure we're gonna get to New Year's Eve. So if we get to New
Oh,
Year's
we'll
Eve,
get there.
Yearning for lube on them buttholes
Yeah, let's
burning.
Well, that makes this the best time to start making plans. Because fuck it.
Oh, God. Now what's happening?
I would love if like we had a group for like holidays. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it beats hanging out with
Something
my
like this.
family.
No shit. I'd rather beat my family.
I like my family.
I want to give a shout out to my buddy. Let me see if I can find this fucking flyer. Hold on, because we're wrapping this up.
Who's
I gotta-
bailing me out
I gotta
tonight,
piss
listeners?
Hold on, you guys talk for a second.
Holds on.
You guys talk for a second. I gotta find this
Juan's
fucking
on?
flyer.
See, do you guys like believe in angels
Yeah.
in
We
the
were-
outfield?
Yeah.
All right, here's
I was
what
gonna say we went over this. It was
I just
the
wanted to-
ones in the outfield.
I thought we were just acting tough on the outside, but
No.
deep down, we believe in angels.
Oh, yeah,
Come
they're
on.
real.
They're
I saw the documentary about it.
I know.
All right, I got the plug. Here's,
Christopher Lloyd was in it.
I
He was in the outfield.
He was.
got, all right, I got the
For
plug.
the fucking San
Shut
Francisco
the fuck
Angels.
The San Francisco saline implants.
Oh no.
The sad thing is I have the ability to turn all your mics off, but I choose to wait.
Well, that's foolish.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Yeah,
telling
your
me.
first mistake.
You have
All right.
chosen poorly.
I gotta plug my buddy. So if you guys
All
have
right.
been watching this and
Me
you're
too.
and
I'm
you're
about to plug my buddy up for this podcast.
I feel threatened.
My buddy's all
I feel
plugged up.
personally
Let's
attacked.
wrap this up.
You
Come
will
on,
be
Jesus.
soon, I think.
I feel so threatened.
If you guys want to see something even more bizarre than this podcast tonight,
That'll be something.
if you're drinking, you're partying, and you're in the mood for
the
something
morgue.
even more weird than what just happened tonight for the last 3 hours,
It's been
just
3 hours.
Jesus.
go to
Golly.
stay on YouTube. Shut the fuck up. Stay on YouTube and just simply search Halloween live stream from quarantine. There's some weird ass fucking clock, pentagram, weird ass black thing shit. Anyways, my buddy and a bunch of people I love and respect are playing on this show. It's a live stream. It's a concert tonight. Go check it out. Yeah, that's what I got to say.
I like it. I'm going to go to that.
I'm not.
I'm
No.
gonna attempt to drive
I
No,
was-
I
I was-
actually am. I actually am.
That's
Straight
my
up fucking
challenge.
lying, too.
I'm
Yeah.
talking-
My challenge.
I'm
We gotta
joking.
go.
I actually, here's the thing: is I'm so fucking weirdedly drunk right now.
Weirdly.
Weirdedly drunk,
I
You're
love
probably
it.
more high. Let's be honest. You're probably more high than anything.
dude. I might take some mushrooms. Listen,
Tonight?
now.
Dude, they won't
Like
have
right
an
now?
effect. You
Like-
just-
yeah,
you
2
just-
days in a row. It's a
yeah,
waste
dude,
of them.
especially 7 grams yesterday. Are you
You
kidding
did
me?
7 grams yesterday?
Grams!
Last night, yeah.
Is that what a quarter is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I did a
Ooh.
quarter of an ounce. Yeah.
It turns out I've done 7 grams a
And
few
I'm
times.
trying to
I
tell
guess.
you guys,
I just don't know how to convert the metric
He's
system.
a fucking maniac. 7 grams is
That's
serious.
too much.
Dude, and I'm saying, like, I saw,
It's more than Terrence McKenna.
I saw the face of God. You
I
guys.
believe you. I believe you.
Face of God.
I believe you.
He looked like Sinatra, didn't he?
And here's the thing: is like,
He would.
Or Dean Martin.
like God.
How you
Damn
doing,
right.
darling?
Here's
Tell
what
you
God
He's got
is.
the
that
blood
crisp-
alcohol
he's got
level
that
of Dean
crisp-
Martin.
Turns out that we're all one and time's not real.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now I want to see him.
Okay, so here's what I found out after a quarter ounce of mushrooms last night.
Good Lord.
God is not only real, but
Racist.
everything we think about God is wrong. God is all of us together across space and time after every single human has lived and died.
An animal.
Many
Animals too.
Plants?
animals.
Some plants.
no.
A few rocks. Small
no.
ones.
And just a
No,
dad, just
God's
a
only
dash of
pretty
Jim
rocks.
Crow.
Only the
plants.
pretty rocks.
And that one really smart robot.
Only the pretty rocks. But but no, we all
do you
return
mean?
we all return to the collective, which is like the original source where every single thing came from. Like all matter, all ideas, all questions, everything came from like the center of the Big Bang.
Trying to sound profound is hilarious.
Beanbag.
You should put a urinal on the wall right there. That'd
Oh.
be cool.
But he's got a sink about 10 feet away.
That is 10 more feet than I'm willing to walk.
I will
Fair.
Yeah.
I will fuck all of you up.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. Come on. It's turned out perfectly.
You could put catheters under the table. and
No,
you could
I
just-
loved this podcast. It's
insert
great.
them.
I just need to end it with letting you all know I will all beat all of you in a fight.
Are we gonna have a fight?
I don't want to have to wrestle.
Not
Even
tonight.
if-
Not tonight.
Okay.
I'm not
Even at
that's a
the
shame.
same time. Like
Is
all
it-
3 of you at once.
Is it mud wrestling?
Dude, I will.
No,
I
I
will
love you guys.
Dude, I will
Naked?
squeeze your fucking jugular with my butt cheeks.
Boy, I will molest you.
Yeah.
Dude, that's me molesting you. I will squeeze your jugular with my butt
It
cheeks.
sounds like you guys are
Dude,
lovers
I'll
more than
fucking-
fighters.
Dude, I will squeeze that shit, and you'll be, dude, you will be fucking, you'll just
I will-
you'll go down, man.
I will make you
You
question.
go down, and fucking Herb will fucking revive, or he'll take me off you.
I will
'Cause I
make.
could kill you with my butt cheeks.
I will
I'm
fuck
just
you up
saying.
so bad. I will make you question your gender.
Oh, let's not get on that topic.
It's kind of hot.
I love you guys so much. Seriously, Hoops. I haven't seen you in like fucking literally like 5-10 years. It seems like.
Five.
It seems like.
No, 3.
Ian.
15.
It's been like 2 or 3. John, it's been a couple
It was
weeks.
the other day.
But
yeah.
but honestly, man, you guys, this was so much fun. I'm so honored
Dude,
that you guys came and
lot of
spent your
fun.
time with me tonight.
Thank you.
Fuck, man, this was a goddamn blast.
It's
For
some
real.
good laughs.
Let's do
Thank
it
you.
again. Whether it's New Year's Eve or we figure out some fucking weird ass fucking Valentine's Day, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Arbor Day.
But I want to do another one of these. Like
day.
like I'm kind of separating the podcast into different ideas, right? So I'm doing like this football thing. I'm doing the regular podcast. I'm doing these like specials, right?
Yeah.
Like because there's no real billing in this.
He's
There was no
gonna say
real
something.
purpose to this. This was a hangout. This
I
was
knew
a
that.
party. We talked about that, right?
we did, though.
But this was goddamn fun, man, and I'm so honored
Dude.
and I'm so grateful that you guys came and showed up and did this, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Oh,
you,
thank you.
thank you so much for
This is a
fucking
great
taking the
lineup
time.
idea, and this is a fucking blast.
This was great. This
Yeah.
was
It was a lot of
great,
fun.
and hopefully the viewers had fun. You guys,
All 3 of you.
yeah, all 7
Anthony
of you.
D, you doing all right?
Yeah, there's 3 people that commented, but for sure, yes. Regardless, that's more than most people comment
Going
on
to
the
the
live
big
ones.
show now. Damn.
But for real though, you guys, I
This
had a
one
ton
will-
of fun, listeners.
one's gonna
Thank
go
you guys
huge.
for tuning into this. This was a shit show, but it's exactly what I hoped for. It's exactly what I hoped for. God,
You're welcome.
oh man, this was amazing. So go to El Chemical Cocktail Lounge. Check out Constants and Variables. You're already here for me. If you want to follow me in any other further capacity, all the links are at the top of the banner.
And Hoops
The
is just a
Patreon, the
loser, so
Facebook.
fuck him. Yep. So you don't got to worry.
Well, he doesn't have anything.
Go to his
He's
Grindr
not a loser.
page.
He just doesn't have anything going on with his life.
I have some bad news for you about how you define the word loser.
Just attend his like impending funeral within the next 5 years.
He just doesn't have anything going on.
Send you a friend request on Facebook so it doesn't seem weird when you show up.
No.
And be emotional.
Let's give some love to Hoops.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
give
a
some
paying
love
gig.
Cheers to Hoops. It's been too long.
No shit.
This podcast got him to come out of the woodwork. Think about that. That's beautiful.
No, that's terrible.
You like it in the woodwork.
I need to stop. I need to stop leaving the house.
Me too.
You.
He just likes woodwork.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with some good wood?
Yeah,
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Not if you're straight.
That's a big if.
You guys are fucking weird. All right. We're wrapping this up.
We're fucking
Good, I got to piss.
R-worded. Ooh. This is a shit show. Fuck.
We are worded.
You want to talk shit about this, Hoops?
I could.
You piece of shit.
Retaliate.
All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all your support. Go to his channel, Alchemical Cocktail Lounge. Subscribe. Let's get him over $100.
Yeah. We're going to get there.
Constants and variables. And everybody needs to fucking just love Hoops because he's awesome.
And
have a good night, guys.
No, it reminds me of when you had to use like a video toaster in like old school like TV production